All right, guys. We're praying for positive vibes today. We're praying for positive vibes today. Everybody join me in prayer. Dear Christ, please protect my router and my brain from psychic attacks from the 6G cell towers. Amen. All right. Let's see what we got going on, guys. Hush Girl is here. Casper, Invoicing Emu. Kaylee, Dragon Knight, Starshine, Dopamine, Cass. Grayson, Jennifer, Dat Fat Bat, Pumpkin, Caramelized Onions, Ren, Washa, Uwa, Honeybee, Uwu, Bard, Bumblebeetle, Spot Wheeler, excuse me. And we've got Neil, Don't Smoke in Bed, Monarch, Let's Go, Awa, and let's see what else we got going on, guys. What else we got going on? This keeps fucking moving on me. Oh, we have Cal. I'm just going to say Cal. Mr. Mollusk, let's go. Let's go. Lavishly Lavender. Venko. And we have Dragon Knight. We also have Bylonic. And we have Remy. And we have Anonymous. Bugle. Cringe. Lola's. Hella. Awa. Awa. Let's go. I also fixed my printer, guys. I fixed my printer. I did it with the help of all of you. And we are completed. They are all completed. Finally. Mashallah, God will provide. And Evil Malcolm is here as well. Perfect timing. God will provide, sisters. Amen. Mashallah. Mashallah. Oh. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna spend the rest of this stream setting up my my other printer settings, so I hope everybody's ready. I hope that everybody is ready. Which is lovely. We love that. We love that. Also, guys, I am 1 subscriber away from 8K. So if you have not subscribed yet, I hate you. We just did it. We hit 8K. Let's go, lesbians. Let's go, lesbians. Hell yeah, let's go, lesbians. Let's go, lesbians. Let's go. How slay. How slay, gays. Gays. I was going to say guys, but gays works too, I suppose. Oh. All right. Let's see, guys. Before we begin, I am going to crash out briefly about Wayward. I don't know if anybody has seen this on Netflix. I don't know if anybody has seen it. But I will be discussing Wayward. So if you don't want spoilers, come back in like 15 minutes, okay? So this show, if this will load, hang on. This show here, guys. I will be complaining about this. So I watched this show because obviously it has Toni Collette in it, and it also has the girl that stars as Alias Grace in Alias Grace, obviously. Yes, you certainly can. Don't smoke in bed. And I am very, very disappointed in this, and I am canceling my Netflix subscription because I agree everything's gotten too woke. The writer of this show is a non-binary comedian, and this was their first, like, serious show that they wrote, produced, and starred in, and it was just a mistake. It was a mistake. It was a mistake to write themselves as the main fucking character. It was a mistake to have them, you know, be cast in opposition to like these wonderfully talented, very serious, you know, career actresses. And also to cast themselves as a trans guy and then like write themselves to literally just be like the butt of the fucking joke for the entire show. I cannot get over it. I can't get over it. It's fucking terrible.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Congrats on 8K. T'hi Shears fan?
Thank you very much for the big 20 Bard. Everybody witness, guys. That's very kind of you. I just need a design to put on the shirt, Bard, because the tie-dye shirts are embroidered, so I can only have 6 colors of thread on the shirt. So, don't smoke in bed, I see you. I am witnessing you, Monarch. Give me 1 second because these are the options that I have right now. The biggest problem is that whatever design is put on there is embroidered. So that's half of the battle here is because I need something that has very few thread counts. So like these are what we have, guys. These are what we have. Where's my fucking OBS? So as you can see, I have these guys here. The Wah, Dead Family Guy, whatever. I like this one, but there's too many colors, and then this one as well is like again, we have kind of like we're there's too many colors. That's my issue. So I will find something that I like to put on the shirts eventually, just not this second. I know 6 is a very specific thread count. I completely agree. It's very frustrating, but we make it work. Oh my
Yes.
God, I'm so excited. I love bitching about TV. I just am I hate non-binary people now.
So true. So valid. I also hate non-binary people.
I just
I
it's
hate non-binary people should not be allowed in writers' rooms.
it was just such a bad choice to like I don't know. We've bitched about it endlessly, but it's really annoying to
Oh,
me
yes.
because it's like you cast yourself as the main one of the main characters and then you contrast yourself in a very your first serious role against such wonderful actresses and then you just like fucking kill the vibe with the awkward like but I don't have a dick joke like the entire fucking series. It's trash. It's trash.
Yeah. Yeah. The I don't have a dick jokes and the like uh Mae Martin in the interview like alluding to the testosterone shot making this cop particularly brutal and violent. I don't love that. Like I said to you earlier, like I am also a white Canadian non-binary person who is transmasc, and I certainly would not feel comfortable making some of the jokes that they made. Like, very interesting. Very
I
interesting.
agree with Casper that non-binary people are only good as baristas, and I think that is true. That is a true statement.
I agree. I concur. I certainly concur. Yeah, I it's just I have so many questions. It's a as I was saying, it's a proximity issue. Like sometimes you get too close to your own art and you especially in something like TV and film where like part of the joy and the beauty of the art form is collaboration and it being like a collective project. It rarely turns out well for, like, auteur TV shows where it's one person writing, directing, starring, show running, like, all this stuff, and I wonder what the show could have been even just with a stronger actor in the lead role.
Well, and I mean, it's just there were so many scenes that were supposed to be like profound, I guess. And the main character, Alex, just like fucking cucks it. Like there it was
Yeah.
just it was a very, 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 very bad pairing. To write themselves as like the main character and then like write it
Mhm.
as, and the trans thing and I love when there's diversity in thought and like identity in media, but it has
Absolutely.
to serve a purpose and it didn't serve a purpose at all in the show. It was just like there for no other reason than to just be there. And that drives me crazy because like in the show, for anybody who hasn't seen the show, it's like a wayward school for like bad teenagers and shit like that. And there are several points where like the transness could be relevant to the plot, but it's not. It's literally just like, oh, by the way, this is a trans person, just so you guys remembered. That's like literally the purpose of like this person being in the fucking show. It's terrible.
Yeah, and I just remembered it's not even just the trans man character making himself the butt of those trans jokes. Like you have other characters being like, I don't think he has a dick, like all this stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing here? Like I said, as someone, and I'm gonna use my sociology soy language here, so sorry in advance, but as someone with a very similar social location to Mae Martin, like accepting class being the major one, uh, I certainly would not feel comfortable making some of those jokes.
it was a really severely missed opportunity, I think, to make a really cool show and then even do like the commentary on how like, like gay and trans people that are like younger are usually seen as like misbehaving because they're gay or whatever. And they
Yes.
had opportunities to really integrate that into the plot of the show. Like you got sent to this like boarding school from hell just because you're gay. And instead it
Yeah.
was just like, oh, but LOL, you want to be a real man and kill people, don't you? It's like you really there was so much opportunity. There was so much opportunity.
Yeah. And like I yeah, like spoiler warning, I guess. But like even outside the context, the in-universe context of the show, I don't think we really thought through the imagery of a white police officer with a history of violence brutally killing a black man on screen. I don't think we thought that one through,
The whole thing was
guys.
just it was just kind of tone deaf. The whole thing was a little tone deaf. And I think you mentioned before when we were talking about it, it kind of, and again, soy caps on for everyone. I think that it robbed another like talented trans actress from taking or actor taking that role because
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the
that's
top of
what
my
I was
head, like
saying.
even Chaz Bono, Elliot Page, I hate that little Elliot bitch that's in Shameless. That guy's an asshole. But like generally speaking, like there are a lot of other talented actors that could have fulfilled that role. And I love like a good cameo. Like when Stan Lee was in the Avenger movies, that was awesome. But it's a cameo. Or when M Night Shyamalan cameos in his own movies, like that's cool because you're like, oh my god, that's him. That's so fun. But to write yourself as the main character in your very first serious role, and then to just like bastardize the entire concept of the series of the plot and take that opportunity away from somebody else who would have been a much better fit
Yeah.
is so annoying to me.
Yeah, and I think it's like double-edged because both like from like a narrative character standpoint, I think sometimes especially like writers who um portray their own characters, they can get very like caught up in the internal like they know the characters so intimately that sometimes like even though they are well aware of that character's internal struggle and feelings, it doesn't translate because they are too close to it, right? Like aren't necessarily expressing it as much as feeling it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like and also the other side of it is I really think that because Mae Martin is a white non-binary person like clearly with enough social cachet to get this show ordered with this much creative control from Netflix, it 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 would have been a real uh it would have been good and probably better, well, certainly better for them to have like shared the love, like how many other non-binary showrunners are there? Why are you not casting as many like up and coming non-binary or trans actors as you can? Like why are you not sharing the love? Why are you not involving the community? You know?
I just want to like cyberbully Mae Martin. Like I'm just so mad because the first three episodes I was like, holy shit, this fucks. And then after like 4 and 5, I was like, all right, I think that we need to take the iPad writing tablet away from them. I think that we're all done with your creative contributions to this project. And I'm just waiting
Yeah.
with bated breath for like the interviews to come out after the fact because I can't imagine that like Tony Collette is somebody who would be like, no, actually, this fucked really hard. It's like I don't think so. I don't think so.
It had so much potential. It had so much potential and like the ending was just so unsatisfying. There's like I don't know what it is lately of these projects coming out with just horrible endings, like delightful and promising premises and terrible endings. I did not like it. I did not fuck with it. Very odd. Very odd. It certainly seems like they're gunning for a season 2 and I hope that doesn't happen without like major creative overhaul. Um, yeah.
The whole thing
Ugh.
just upset me. It just upset me. The whole thing just made me very upset. But I wanted to bitch about that. I've been
Oh,
pondering my arm a lot.
so true, Scrunkly Strew. I am also a Parvati Shallow fan. I am a Parvati Shallow stan. I I love Survivor. Love
Yeah,
Survivor.
I haven't seen anything else from Mae Martin, but I probably will not be. not be seeking out any of that fucking content because wow, dog shit.
Yeah.
And now I hate non-binary
Yeah.
people. So
So true, so true, so true, so valid, so valid. Martin is also very Canadian, and you can tell because you can tell they don't have any idea how to carry or fire a gun.
yeah, if you're gonna be like a cop in a show, I think that you should at least know what to do with a gun. Like it just kind of like breaks the
I'm
illusion.
like I'm watching them move around with this gun, and I'm like, oh, you are uncomfortable holding this firearm, aren't you?
I mean, I understand after Alec Baldwin, there are actors and actresses that are traumatized across the country, and the whole world. But still, it's like if you don't know how to hold it, like that's probably something you should work on it. Really, it just felt like every time that Mae Martin was on screen, it just like broke the illusion for me. Like I was like, oh, here we go, here's this dipshit again. Like you know what I mean? What kind of stupid thing are we gonna say to ruin this shot? It was very sad.
Yeah. What kind of facial expression are we going to hold while staring at the camera?
Terrible.
Like, oh my god. The one that really fucking killed me was when the baby was being taken away and they're just staring like blank faced and I'm like, I
Emote.
feel like I would be having a stronger reaction.
Yeah. Do
Oh
emote.
well.
Do something. Emote. Do something. Do anything.
Please. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Wayward.
Love
Love to
bitching.
bitch.
I
Love
love
to
bitching as
bitch.
well. Non-binary Tommy
Always.
Wiseau. Very true.
So true. Okay.
Bitches.
All
Oh,
right. I will leave you to it, but thank you for the opportunity to spew hatred towards non-binary people, which is my favorite thing to do.
I'm all about that.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Yeah, that show was ass. Which is so sad. I love Tommy Collette, you guys. I love Tommy Collette. She's such an incredible actress. And the main girl from Alias Grace is in it as well, and she's fucking awesome too. So I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good. Wrong! It was not good. It was not good at all. Yeah, it was not good. I wonder if I can get like a clip. Probably not, but um other Netflix shorts that were actually good. Netflix shorts that were actually good. I thought Baby Reindeer was okay. I'd give that like an 8. Adolescence, I would give a 9.5 because the cinematography was amazing. Black Doves was also fucking killer. It has Keira Knightley in it. Loved Black Doves. Really good length. Good wrap up of the story. Nothing but good things to say about Black Dove. I really liked that one. Obviously, The Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor. I fucking hated The Watcher. That shit sucked ass. I fucking hated that. Alias Grace, also phenomenal. I rewatch Alias Grace regularly. Very, 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 very good. Very good. I'm trying to think if there's any other good ones that I've seen. I'm kind of just like flicking through this right now to see if there's any other good ones. Yeah. Black Dove, certainly, and Alias Grace are must watches if you like drama. If you like drama, those are certainly watches that you must watch.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Abayushun chat baljakon yet?
No, Shazaki and I will not. I refuse.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Only 36 likas malort.
Very important. Thank you, Casper, for bringing that to my attention. Make sure to like the stream, guys, or I'm gonna fuck with my printer for another hour, okay? Double witness, guys. Double witness, thank you. Okay. Now that I'm done complaining. Done complaining, I guess. Hill House and Bly Manor are my two favorite ones. I still have not watched Midnight Mass, and I probably will never. I've seen the first episode like probably 10 times. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Okay, you guys want to watch the Mally Malware stream. This shit is long as fuck, so we'll probably be here for a while for this one, unfortunately. Like, how long is this VOD? This VOD is like 4 fucking hours long.
Too bad the rest.
Okay. That's okay. We can just make fun of all these bitches for a while. That's fine.
Go!
All right, let's speed this up. Certainly needs to be sped up. Um, you're watching on your PS4. That's not a fucking excuse. I want to watch Midnight Mass really bad, but I've seen the first episode, no fucking joke, probably like a dozen times. And so I cannot get through the first episode. I'm like, I can't watch this again. I can't do it. So, um, uh, okay. So anyway, I guess this is what we're watching because why not? And then we'll do Lewis McClung next. But either way, well, I haven't finished it though, so I need to actually watch it. But the pacing is the biggest issue for me. Yes.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Midnight Mass is good, but you jet to bed pa 5.
In another life, guys. In another life, guys. Thank you very much, Casper, for the $2 reviews. Witness, guys. Lewis did another stupid video. I changed my mind. Let's watch Lewis McClung first because this is like a 20-minute video and we can just get it over with and then we'll watch the Mally Malware stream, okay? Do this for me because we're gonna be stunt locked on the Mally Malware stream for like fucking ever, unfortunately. So, all right. Let me come over here really quick, you guys. So, Lewis McClung, our favorite ginger twink. You might remember this guy because this is the guy that made the cancel hit piece on Danky Jaboo over literally nothing and then got crucified and drugged through the town square kicking and screaming. Probably has the collective IQ when he thinks really hard of like 78, 79. Very, very stupid. Very, very dumb. And obviously his channel has just gone to complete fucking shit after trying to crucify Danky Jaboo over fucking nothing. Because you can see here, this is kind of when we started to fall off here, is after that situation, we're seeing that we're getting, you know, sub 100K views on most of our videos. This is a channel that has 261K subscribers, and we can, you know, not even break 100K. This one is from a week ago, and it's got 3.9K views. So let's go ahead and give Lewis the views. He obviously really fucking needs them. So today we're talking about whataboutisms. And as I said before, I do not believe with truth in my heart that Lewis McClung could define for us a whataboutism with a loaded gun to his head without using ChatGPT to describe it. So let's see. And of course, if you want the drama with Lewis McClung from the Danky Jaboo situation, of course I went over it. Of course I did. So if you want that, you can go and watch that. And then as you can see, obviously, Lewis McClung cut his hair. So I apologize. Trigger warning, Lewis McClung with a buzz cut. I'm very sorry. I hate long hair on men, but I hate whatever the fuck this little 1920s football helmet haircut is a lot more. So get your sparkling water. Let's lock in.
Famous redhead once said that if everybody is super, nobody is. Welcome, members of the audience, back to my channel. It's been a while, so I hope you're doing all right. And today we're talking about something a little heavy-handed, and I need you to get your adult thinking caps on.
I'm loving the they, them, lesbian energy in this video. This is terrible. This is just terrible. This is like my sleep paralysis demon. It's so bad.
Because I'm not going to take it easy on you like I usually do. The world is basically falling apart around us. This happens about every 100 years, okay? Usually in the 20s, funny enough. And everything just kind of throws up on the ground. Everything does. And we all have to pick up the pieces and figure it out. But I only own this small sector of humanity that is my brain. And what I have noticed, based on my limited observation, is a problem. Back to that saying from that famous redhead. Did you know he's actually played by the same guy who plays Dave from Alvin and the Chipmunks? Just thought you should know. If everybody's super, then nobody is. What am I talking about, right? Of course, every person is...
I also don't know why we have a Band-Aid on our neck. It's giving, like, I want everybody to think that I'm tough vibes. I don't know. Like, did he nick himself shaving, like, the 3 hairs that grow on his neck? I don't know. He's so just horrible. He's just horrible. Everything about him gives me the ick. And especially the Neon Trees merch in here. Neon Trees, like every time, you guys, every time, it's like a punch to the stomach. Every single time I watch a Lewis McClung video, I have never wanted to cyberbully another human being more. Like, ever. Like, I'm an adult, and I'm like, I need a locker to shove this twink into. That's how I feel every time that I fucking watch Lewis McClung. It just makes me, I'm like vibrating with like pure hate, but I'm
special
fine.
in their own way. But that lends to a specific saying that everybody's special, then nobody is. In no way is any meaningful experience you've ever had individual. Hell, most meaningless things you've had to endure are also probably not individual. Probably not one thing I've ever said, thought, or done is specific to me. So bleak, you might think. And to those with fragile egos and pride,
What is this? Is he going on like a poetry binge? I know. He probably did mushrooms for the first time, had ego death, and then decided to cut his hair and go into like this weird introspective poetry journey. This is the Leadhead effect, I believe. This is the Leadhead effect.
that have already left the video, it's been multiple people. Their experience is not individual. Their pridefulness is probably one of the most shared things amongst individuals. Whataboutism, a phenomenon, a logical fallacy. A whataboutism is a logical
My Lewis McClung debate, bro, arc. This is so funny. I'm going to crash out.
fallacy that in an argument, when you bring up a point, somebody rebuttals with an accusation. For instance, if I were to say world hunger is a problem, but then you would bring up some conflict to rebuttal me saying that I don't care about that conflict because I care about world hunger. And
That's not what a whataboutism is, actually. A whataboutism is just something that deflects and like, it's a complete goalpost shift. So a better example would say, I want to talk today about world hunger. And it's like, okay, well, what about all of the people that are getting blown up in Syria right now? What about them? It's quite literally just a goalpost shift. That it isn't pointing out the inconsistency in your logic. It's changing the topic of the discussion, because you're doing an appeal to like inconsistency. If you say, how can you care about world hunger if you don't care about the little Syrian children getting blown up? That's not a whataboutism. A whataboutism is a pivot to a different topic. It's not pointing out inconsistent. Okay. We're a minute 59 into this video, and we could not even Google what a whataboutism is. Like, what even comes up? Whataboutism fallacy. Let's see. What comes up, guys? Whataboutism is a logical fallacy and a rhetorical tactic used to deflect criticism by accusing the opponent of hypocrisy rather than addressing the initial statement. A whataboutism redirects attention to a different issue or alleged wrongdoing. So if we let's go to good old-fashioned Wikipedia here. Whataboutism or whataboutery, as in but what about X, refers to a propaganda strategy of responding to an accusation with a counter accusation instead of offering an explanation or a defense to the original accusation. I understand what happened. Do you guys want to see what happened? I'll show you what happened. Let me allow this to load. Lewis McClung Googled this, and he read the AI summary. He didn't read the actual definition of what a whataboutism is. That's what happened. He read the AI overview. He didn't read the actual definition, because the AI overview says that it's calling out hypocrisy. Whataboutisms don't call out hypocrisy. That's what happened. He read the AI chat overview. That's the funniest thing that I've heard all day today. Nice.
didn't mention this conflict that's going on. I'm not talking about any conflict in specific. Again, if you for an instant there thought, is he making fun of so-and-so conflict? Ukraine, Palestine, any of them, the Congo, Nepal. If you thought for a second any of those things, that's a whataboutism. You wanting to jump in with the accusation that I am somehow undermining something you care about, or maybe you don't even care about it, is exactly what a whataboutism is. It's a logical
Oh my god. He totally got one-shotted by ayahuasca, guys. That's what happened. Oh my god.
fallacy in the way that if you are not directly countering somebody's argument, or you're not directly addressing their comment or argument, then you are not adding anything of substance. Big words, and if you made it all the way through that, I'm very proud of you. Basically, it's the Gen Z thing, okay? The cancel culture thing of somebody says one thing, but that means they didn't say this thing, and therefore they're a bad person. This is a new logical fallacy.
This is not what this is called. What? What? Saying that the very easiest parallel to this is somebody saying, "Oh, you're pro-life, but you support the death penalty." That's an appeal to hypocrisy. That's not a whataboutism. A whataboutism changes the topic of the conversation. Gen Z invented whataboutisms, guys. This is crazy.
See, it actually hasn't existed very long because it's only propped up because of the internet. Really, obviously people have done it before, but
True. No one has ever done a whataboutism before Twitter was invented. True.
it's more noticeable now, where people are very self-absorbed in their own worlds because of the internet. Here's some examples of whataboutisms. I say, hey, kids getting in the gym, that's totally cool. Oh, so you hate people with diabetes. One,
That's not a whataboutism. That's not what a whataboutism is. Dude, I'm gonna start. Ooh, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna flambe this little twink. Dude, what the fuck? That's not a whataboutism. That's not. Oh my god. He literally just read the AI overview of this. He didn't do. Oh my god! I don't think I can watch this whole thing. I don't think I can. Let's see how many examples we can get through because I'm gonna punch a hole in my fucking monitor. Dude.
One, do you know what you're talking about? Two, I didn't say anything about kids with diabetes. Does that have anything to do with what I said? No, and that's the point. You're right in some cases for bringing things up that people didn't mention, but most of the time it's who the fuck asked. And that's a genuine response that you can have to those people who take it upon themselves to, in layman's terms. Obviously, I'm not going down any alt-right pipeline. Because of the sudden spreading of ideas via the internet, a lot of people think their individual point of view, their individual opinion matters. Important enough to correct others with anecdotes. An anecdote is just a personal or somebody you know's experience, an individual, one-time, straining individual experience. To despise others, to use that anecdote to hate people, or to use that anecdote as proof of something that you're not proving with it.
No, yeah, he's confusing this with straw man arguments, where a straw man is where somebody constructs an argument that you're not making and then attacks that. So if I say, I think that the death penalty should be abolished because it's expensive and, you know, people who are wrongfully convicted get killed by the state, and I don't think that's appropriate, as a rebuttal to that, somebody would say, like, oh, so you don't support the death penalty because you think that it's appropriate for like killers and child rapists to run free. Okay, got it. In that case, like, why don't we just let all the criminals be free? A straw man is just constructing an imagined argument and then attacking that instead of the actual argument. Please get rid of ChatGPT summaries. Please, God, institutionalize this man immediately.
Anecdote will never be an answer, and every single whataboutism is basically just an anecdote. An opinion, a one-off motion
A whataboutism is not an anecdote.
that you feel is your right to have, your right to expose to the world, in which it is, but you're wrong on principle. You can never technically be correct when using a logical fallacy because your argument is always based off of falsehood. You could be saying something that, if worded differently, is entirely correct, but because you use a logical fallacy, your argument is null and void. If I were to say, trans people deserve rights, and somebody were to say, oh, so you want to mutilate kids, I didn't say nothing about hurting children.
That's called a straw man. That is a straw man. That's a straw man. That is a scarecrow. Like, that is... Your blood pressure, my lord. Macaroni time. Macaroni time was on... He's confusing whataboutisms and strawmen. That's so funny. That is a scarecrow.
That would be an accusation, and therefore a whataboutism. But to address an argument...
And an accusation is not a fucking... That... Oh my god. No, you fucking idiot. Dude. That's an ad hominem. Personal attacks are ad hominems. My costume isn't your fucking culture, Lewis, please!
with your personal feelings, specifically violent accusation, is always a fallacy. Because for lack of hurting your feelings, I'm going to say this with the utmost abrasiveness I possibly can. My opinion, your opinion, is largely irrelevant to the greater whole. That being said, if people do agree with you on a larger basis, famously people are not that smart, so that wouldn't really matter either. The real way to know if you are correct is if you aren't being a bad person. Let me elaborate. But before we get to that, a word from today's sponsor. Don't you just love waking up the day after a party completely disoriented and dehydrated? I sure don't. Personally, I like to be nothing but my best the next day, and to make sure that—
Oh my god, he has a sponsorship for, like, rip-off, like, hangover cures? Has this man ever drank anything other than a single twisted tea? Please, you guys, I want to be dead so bad right now. I want to be dead more than I— Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm cosplaying. That's it, I'm dead. I literally can't finish this fucking stream.
that happens before I start drinking, I take some Z-Biotics. A cute little capsule of probiotics you take before, not after.
Dude, please. He's drinking, like, one Pink Whitney, and he's like, oh my god, my hangover. I'm fine. I'm fine.
After you start to drink alcohol. When you drink, the unwanted byproduct created in your gut is acetaldehyde. Basically, to simplify it, it's the feel-bad chemical. And what Z-Biotics does,
very cool.
I promise you, yeah, there are. Murder
Dude, he totally drinks. I remember my first beer.
is wrong. Rape is wrong. slavery is wrong. All of these opinions have something in common, in that they are formed by those who are oppressed. Any opinion formed by those who are oppressed because they are oppressed is often correct. For instance, that slavery is wrong. The people who are enslaving people are never going to think that what they're doing is wrong because they gain from it. But the oppressed, the enslaved, will always be correct and think that their human rights being stricken from them is wrong. Restriction to information for
Well, if no one's opinion matters, then who's correct? The slave owner or the slave? You never know. It's all subjective, really, if you think about it.
instance, the trademark sign of fascism is wrong because it is oppression in the way that it is taking away your human right to access
You guys, do you think that Lewis McClung could define fascism? We're taking a pivot to political content, and this is woke just a robot. Inside of you, there are two wolves. There's woke just a robot, and then there's evil conservative just a robot. You control them both. You feed them both.
access knowledge, and that's bad. And that opinion is correct because nobody should ever ban a book or take away access to knowledge.
No one should ever ban a book or take away access to knowledge. Okay.
But those are opinions formed by those in aggregate who suffer. The opinion that people aren't allowed to say things that harm the grander opinion of others is relatively new. For instance, I greatly appreciate
What were the Crusades? What were the book burnings and Nazi? What do you mean? 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 What does he mean? It's a new censorship is new? What? What?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
the effort and the movement to garner more grander knowledge of what it means to be transgender, to make people understand what
Is he? What?
access to knowledge. But those are opinions formed by those in aggregate who suffer. The opinion that people aren't allowed to say things that harm the grander opinion of others is relatively new. For instance, I greatly appreciate the effort and the movement to garner more grander knowledge of what it means to be transgender, to make
What was happening? Okay, so we have transgender people. We have trans people. Where are we going next? Trans people. Okay, now what? Okay, where are we going now? What's happening?
people understand what it is, to make people care, treat them like humans with the
Okay,
rights
we want to care. Okay, we care. Okay, I understand. Okay, what's next?
that they have. And then somebody coming along and thinking it is their right because, well, they have an opinion, to therefore grandly accuse that person of wanting to hurt children because of their mere
Okay, and then trans people bad. Okay, trans people bad. Got it. Okay, what's next? I'm trying to understand trans people bad. People bad. Okay, now what?
beliefs or existence. That's a whataboutism. Let me give you an example.
Let's call a straw man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck! He's so stupid. I need to go get like the blood pressure cuff. What do I do? What do we do? That's not a fucking whataboutism. That's a straw man.
Blatant, blaring example of a whataboutism that happened in my comment section. Let me paint a picture for you, or you just can go watch it. It was a video about AI, and I made a little backhanded joke at AI's expense. I think they'll get over it, where I said that they could not
He's gonna say like, oh my god, AI is so bad. Meanwhile, this fucking idiot got his information from the AI summary of a whataboutism. Oh, 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 oh. As Jesus Christ once said so notably in Ezekiel, kill this ugly, ghastly twink in the name of our Lord and Savior, our Father. Amen. Thank you, Christ. Obviously, this is my just kidding heart. We don't condone violence. Holy fuck.
not imagine the apple, all right? An AI just can't. They can't imagine an apple. They can construct it piece by piece with images of apples that they've seen. So I went on and I wrote
The AI can't imagine an apple. That's because it's not sentient. I'm gonna say a slur by the end of this
posted it. I
video.
went, haha, loser, you can't imagine it. You can't see the apple in your head. Dogging on AI. Somebody in my comment section took it upon themselves to say this. Please don't go find this person's comment and harass them further. That is not the point. That would be kind of a whataboutism, not necessarily. But you would
When I get pulled over by the cops for drunk driving, it's a whataboutism. When I get into a fight with my wife about not taking out the garbage, that's a whataboutism. When my dog shits in the house, that's a whataboutism.
just be a fool and an idiot for that. But this person put in a time of what I said, what I was talking about, and they said, I know it's not the point. Do you? I know it's not the point of the video, but hearing that I'm a loser for not being able to visualize stuff in my head hurts. I was born with aphantasia, which means I don't have a mind's eye. A mind's eye is not a scientific term. It's not something I can help.
It's not a scientific. You're fucking. Dude, I'm fine. Everything is cool. I'm cool. Let's go ahead and continue. This is totally a whataboutism. This is a whataboutism. Tell me about it. It's true.
It's just the way I am. Lewis, if you're seeing this, please be more aware in the future. Let me get something straight. In a video where I was dogging on AI, you took it upon yourself to feel offended by something that I said that had nothing to do with you. You decided to pervert it in your head, and then it
Hey guys, if you can't do this thing, I think you're a fucking idiot, and you're not worthy of moral consideration. I'm talking about AI, and because AI can't envision the apple, AI is degenerate, stupid, deserves to be eradicated, and is not worthy of moral consideration because the AI cannot envision the apple. If the criteria on which we are denoting that AI is insufficient in emulating human consciousness is the ability to conjure the apple in your mind, the next logical step of that is that if that is what you are hinging consciousness on, if an individual human being lacks that trait, that is what you are describing as lacking consciousness, and therefore attacking individuals that do not possess that trait. If I say AI can't conjure the apple, therefore AI is stupid and should be eradicated, because consciousness is contingent on being able to conjure the apple, what does that say about individual human beings that cannot conjure the apple? What does that say? Sorry for doing a whataboutism, my bad.
accuse me of attacking you with my words. When, in reality, what happened is you, sitting at a screen, had two choices. One, do nothing. Two,
Is this whole video him crashing out because somebody left a mean comment on one of his YouTube videos? I need to be in a padded room right now, dude. I need to be in a padded room.
take it as a personal affront to you and rebuttal. Attack me back. That is a fallacy, a whataboutism. Instead of
The vending machine ate my change. Whataboutism?
having a conversation, or even stating that you have this thing that is exactly what I described that AI has. When in reality, what you have could be a blessing or a curse. It doesn't matter, okay? What you're saying had no bearing on what I was saying.
Aw, it's so sweet that he's like, it could be a blessing that you're basically like degenerate and unable to think logically and not like sentient at all because you don't possess this like very superficial trait. Which, by the way, I'm not a pussy, so I'll say it. If you can't conjure the apple, you are not worthy of moral consideration. If you cannot create visual imagery in your head, you are not a human being to me. So, I mean, I'll say it with my chest because I'm not a fucking pussy like Lewis is. Anyway, so today on the menu, we're cooking up whataboutisms.
And I have no remorse for pointing out in that comment section that you perverted my words to further an agenda that you had out of nowhere for no reason. This is a strategy used by many, many online. Think that their general discomfort of something makes it wrong. Two things. One, your discomfort is a real good thing.
I'm really uncomfortable with Lewis McClung's face, so I think that we should redact it. I think that he should be forced to make YouTube videos with a paper bag on his head.
Sometimes, you know, if you see something that makes you discomforted, that's probably a sign to do something about it. Not attack, but converse. I was not there to attack you. You decided that I was. And that's a strange, weird thing to do that my generation and younger has a problem with hastily coming to that conclusion that your personal feelings on a situation means that you have the right to feel attacked and therefore attack back. It's strange. It's a very strange thing that we all do. I have done it many times on the internet, right? I am no saint. I am no hero, okay? I've done it many times online where I have...
I think that he's like developing psychosis. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I think I truthfully am concerned for this man's well-being. I think that he is developing active psychosis right now. I think we are watching the budding phases of like a manic episode. This is concerning.
broadcast my opinion in the form of an attack, all right? Again, we're all guilty of this, all right? I wasn't talking about humans. I was talking about metaphysical robots, okay? Another example, many examples I saw of whataboutisms. Ned Fulmer and his adultery scandal, all right? Happened 3 years ago. Jeez. I don't know what happened 3 years ago, bro. That was crazy. I hated learning that fact. One, let me get something straight. Adultery's wrong. Fuck's wrong with you, dude. And you did it on a platform where you publicly doing this.
Oh my god, he's actually saying fucked out. Like, look at the eyes. This is the eyes of someone who is actively conversing with Christ and like can actually like physically see Christ in the room and have back and forth conversations with the delusional manifestations of his mind. Like, we are unwell. He is unwell. Lewis, you need to take your lithium, bro. Holy shit.
Is going to hurt your wife more than it's going to hurt you? Fuck's wrong with you, right? But that was 3 years ago. There's this thing called learning, growing, and changing, and some people have the belief that cheating makes you irreparable, unsavable. I think that's wrong. That's not how humans work. We grow and we change, okay? And for everybody on the internet, for him coming back 3 years later, basically to give his ex-wife a platform, I mean, sure, he wants a platform too, and there is something to criticize there. Everybody took it upon themselves, fiddled their way into accusing Ned of hurting them. Hold on. Let me bring up an example. Again, I'm not protecting Ned Fulmer. He deserves what he got. Does he deserve what he's getting, though? That's for you guys to decide. With a discussion, not just jumping on the bandwagon of hate, like a bunch of inconsolable idiots, okay? Everybody's basically taking it upon themselves to defend this woman who doesn't need your help. She does not need your backup, dude. She killed that interview. Ned, I don't hate him. I have no strong feelings for the man, okay?
Is he okay? Is he okay?
Do I think he deserves all the hate he's getting? Not really. I don't think he deserves the attention. That's the thing, right? But here, let me pull up some comments from their video. This came out the day, right? The first comments were, supporting Ariel is truly the only reason why I'm here. Nobody asked you. And by the way, you're not...
Somebody left a comment on a YouTube video. Somebody left a comment supporting the wife, girlfriend that was cheated on. What's happening right now? Where are we? Did I accidentally do mushrooms earlier today and I am breaking through right now? What the fuck is happening?
You're not really supporting just her. You're supporting both of them. And that's okay. That's okay. All right? That's an okay thing to do because supporting just her. You're supporting both of them. And that's okay.
A Delulu train is... He's got to be on something. Look at his pupils. Oh yeah, he's cooked, bro. Look at his pupils. Can you guys see that? You can't. He has like brown eyes, but like where the tip of my cursor is where his pupil is. And then you can see the little light. So
Hey, that's okay. All right? That's an okay thing to do because they're just two people with kids who are trying to work their life out, and you're not special for thinking your hate towards a man who committed adultery.
what do you guys think the comments on this are? This is a great point. I would never read stuff about essay, rape, grooming. What? Where does this go? Why is there rape mentioned in here? What? What's happening? What's happening?
She's had pain and struggle and trouble because of him, but she is killing it now, all right? She killed that podcast. What are you talking about? This just shows how horrible you really are. Nobody was waiting for you to return to the internet. If you're low on money, get a job. I'm sure your infamous Yale degree can help with that. These are all just attacks, blatant attacks. First off, you obviously cared. That's why you showed up. You care about Ariel, and I'm not going to take that away from you. We all do. But we also cared to hear what he had to say, and I thought he was relatively uninteresting, yeah, but way more grown up and mature than he used to be. Instead of telling her how to feel and responding to everything she said, most of the time he was just letting her talk and asking questions. A famous clip taken out of context, may I add. If you watch the goddamn video, you would have got it, where he says, I'm sorry society did that.
Like, you gave that to me, and now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position.
And everybody's like, who's society? Well, we didn't do that. It was you. That's a whataboutism, because first off, you don't know the context, because what Ariel was talking about, you guys don't get it. You're the problem. What Ariel was talking about is what society had done to her in the fallout of her ex-husband's
Society.
actions, okay? Yes, it's
Society.
his fault, but society then took it upon themselves to bombard her and accuse him, and maybe even accuse her in some small niche cases, of what happened. What did she do? Why did he feel so uncared for? The entire point of the discussion leading up to that question, an apology from him, was entirely directed to her and what she was talking about, and you ignored her. Your whataboutisms and your self-righteous nature.
Oh my god, he's literally on crack. He's literally on crack. I feel like I've been on public transportation and a crackhead, this exact archetype of somebody strung out on crack has approached me for cigarettes before.
You ignored a woman who was adulterated, okay? And for what? Because you want to be part of internet drama that you don't understand. You're all young and have never been married, and you never did anything like this. Is what Ned did justifiable? In most cases, no. Not
In no case is fucking cheating justified. What are you talking about? In this case, it might not be. There is never an instance where cheating is justified. What the fuck are you talking about? You just end the relationship. What?
at all. The only case where adultery is allowable is when it's the only way you can see to get out of an abusive relationship. But the problem is that society...
How does fucking somebody else get you out of the relationship, Lewis? You fucking pea-brained fucking... Redacted. I almost said it. You just leave... I had to fuck my way out of this marriage. I fucked my way into this marriage and I'm gonna fuck my way out. What are you talking about? Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm tweaking out. Lewis, give me your plug's phone number. I need some of the good shit. Lewis, please give me your plug's contact info.
In this one case, right now, 3 years later, is the problem because they're working it out as adults through thick and thin to give their kids a life, and be in it and go on trips together, right? That was a little weird for him to say. It's like, just because we're at a Taylor Swift concert, like, hey buddy, we get what you're trying to do. Like, nah, you can poke fun at him, but y'all are missing the goddamn point, okay? She is the star of the show. Yeah, we know. I watched the whole thing. I know she's the star of the show. I don't need you idiots out here going, that kind of.
Oh my god, he's crashing. You dumb fucks. You fucking dumb, brainless little un-Apple conjuring, uncurious, unserious, unacademic, dumb motherfuckers in the audience. You, dear viewer, are the dumb fuck in this situation. Every single person right now viewing this, I'm looking at you. Idiot! Oh my god, dude. He's on the street Adderall. Him and Jar must have the same plug. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Stupid. Who asked you, dude? It's been 3 years. He's just an idiot, all right? He's an idiot. You have no stake in this. The problem, in their podcast, they just talk about how the public decided to have a stake in their relationship. And it made it so much worse and so much harder. And everybody's like, who's we? We didn't do this to her. You guys did do stuff to her. That's the point of the podcast episode.
What are we talking about?
Identitarianism. Basically, the idea that everybody's individual identity is the most important thing to the individual. What is that?
Identitarianism? We've walked a 1,000 miles, you guys, and this is a 15-minute video. This is crack. This is amphetamine abuse. This is me after 3 days of no sleep, about to crack the code to the Matrix. No, honey, I can't come to bed. As soon as I finish organizing my tools, the fucking Lionsgate portal is gonna open up. You have to trust me. This is crack behavior. Oh my god.
What does that mean? Let me give you some questions, some dilemmas, right? If a Nazi, somebody from the belief that, people of certain colors and creeds don't deserve to exist. Though if somebody from that regime, from that Reich, decided to create the cure for cancer, and it was potent, and it worked, and it was an efficient, cheap answer to solve all...
It was potent. Okay, so the hypothetical is, if a Nazi creates a cure for cancer, what happens when you give a mouse a cookie? I don't know, let's ask.
...forms of cancer. Would you use it? I'm not going to answer it for you.
Yes.
What if you met somebody who identified both as trans and a Nazi? What would be your first response?
And then trans... What? You guys! What is going on? Oh my god, what is happening? What is it? You guys, what if you met a Nazi? And what if that Nazi had a cure for cancer? Would you use it? Oh yeah? Well, what if that Nazi was trans? What is going on? Am I on crack? Are we on crack together? Are we all on crack? Did we all come up at the same time? You guys, did we all do mushrooms and we're peaking together? What the fuck is happening? What's happening?
This one I am going to answer. First off, no, you're not. You don't know what one of those two things means, okay? But your identity...
Obviously, Louis McClung has not spent very much time on trans Twitter because there are, in fact, many trans Nazis. Yes, there are.
...matters more to you.
Like, who was it? It was like the director of propaganda. I can't remember his fucking name. One of, like, the pretty high up ministers in the Third Reich was Jewish. There were also many people in, Africa that collaborated with the Nazis. Also, a lot of people in the Middle East that collaborated with the Nazis. That doesn't, obviously later they got redacted. But, yes, the colloquial phrase for this would be, I can't really say a lot of the words. Quisling would be the word that you would describe. In the same way that historically there were Jews that took on the role as essentially like barracks guards, and those people were referred to as capos, and those were people that betrayed, their fellow prisoners, who also happened to be Jewish, in order to get preferred treatment from the Nazis, or believed that they were, the quote-unquote good one out of the batch, and that they would be spared because they took up, the whip essentially against other Jews. Unfortunately, your identity does not exclude you from having a contradictory political ideology. Don't tell them about Nosballs. Don't do it.
you than the actual definitional or ramifications of the things that you do. For instance, let me go back to that question. I'm going to answer it now. I didn't mean to blue ball you. But if a Nazi did create a potent, cheap, efficient, real cure that didn't get hidden from the public to cancer, yeah, we would use it. Are you kidding me? It would save more lives than they would ever hope to end. Okay? Are you kidding me? It doesn't matter who made it. But the idea of identitarianism is not always wrong and bad just because of that. Usually it's just like the person's identity is what they make, right? There's the famous argument that can art exist separate from its artist?
Dude, I gotta get whatever the fuck he's smoking. This shit's insane, dude. This is insane. I need some of this. If anybody knows Lewis McClung's plug, please, dude. I'm itching to go on a 3-day deep cleaning bender. I really need it. So please.
Some people say absolutely. I don't have to know who an artist is to experience their art. And then the other side says that you could have never had that art and that experience without the artist. No, it's the Ouroboros thing, and it just goes around in a circle. But what I believe is, yes, you could not have, for instance, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's just
Zdzisław Beksiński.
He's from Poland, okay? You would never have his art without his experience. What if he was a terrible person? Would his art still be beautiful? Yeah. If it looked exactly the same?
Why didn't you use the famous Austrian painter that we all are familiar with? Like, that painter specifically was painting all of his art after serving in World War I and being in the trenches for most of it. What you basically would say is like a quote unquote bad person. Like, yeah, he killed people. He was active in a war. But like what?
Yeah, it would. Fun fact. Something that I'll say that'll sound pretty right is that your identity relatively doesn't matter in the grander scheme of the world. It only matters socially. Sadly, we live in a world where people have been prosecuted for their identity since
Guys, socially, your identity is very important. Socially speaking.
Dawn of time, right? But fun fact, it's completely societal. The reason people care about skin color or religion, it's all because of past prosecutions and people aligning with the belief that those things are right. If they never existed, which would be hard to do, if you had a time machine, go back in time and try to get rid of racism, that's really hard, okay? It is completely societal.
Yeah, guys, it's really hard to build a time machine and go back and stop racism. I completely agree. He's cooking, and what he's cooking is meth. This is awesome.
And what people will remember after you die isn't your identity. What color your skin was, what you personally
I'm getting whiplash, dude. My neck hurts.
identified with. I'm not bringing up the idea of like, well, they dig up your bones. That's going to be female bones. No, actually, they kind of identify skeleton based off of the surrounding material that they find, like a bow or a...
Oh, and then we're going to do you can't identify bones based on gender identity. It is true that females and males do have somewhat different skeletal structures. That is actually true, but all right.
A bow tie or whatever, right? That's the guess. Most of the time they guess.
Because if you're a skeleton, all of your shit is going to be rotted as well. It's not like the fucking caveman fossils that they find have like a little piece of paper that says, I'm a girl, tee hee hee, or like a Barbie doll next to it. Like your clothes also disintegrate and deteriorate with time. They are organic fabrics that decay.
I'm saying is what you leave behind is really what identifies you as a person. If you write a book, if you make a painting, if you create something, that is often what you are, right? If you solve a problem facing the world, if you do something that has meaning, that is what brings you something above identity. It's meaning.
This is like literally the Jigsaw speech at the end of Saw 2, where it's like, what is the cure for cancer, Eric? It's immortality. By creating a legacy and leaving behind a life worth living, you become immortal. Me, when I accidentally do ayahuasca and watch all of the Saw movies, whoops.
Meaning. It's an existence, really. Obviously, we'd rather people not be Nazis and fascists, but that's a constant problem we're trying to fix already. And again, a whataboutism would be to see what I'm saying and say, what, so we shouldn't do anything about fascists? That's a whataboutism.
No, you dumb fuck. That's called a straw man. That's not a whataboutism. Just because it has the word what in it does not make it a whataboutism.
You fucking idiot. Anybody who already typed that, you're stupid. You missed the entire point of the video, and you're dumb, okay? I'm sorry. Go read a book, all right? Go figure it out. People think
Go read a book. Books tell scary stories about Lewis McClung. Nice try.
their identity entitles them to things. White people don't own anybody. They don't deserve to own anybody. Sorry, conservative. But also, a trans person doesn't get away with terrible rhetoric. It doesn't undermine the fact that they're trans. That doesn't matter. Again, identity doesn't matter. It's the actions and the things you make that matter. But I digress, okay? Your existence entitles you to one thing and one thing alone.
One thing.
Death. But to die, you had to exist.
Oh my god, dude, he went and he did an ayahuasca trip. He got fucking one-shotted by an ancient Mayan demon. His brain is literal pudding. Oh my god, he went on an ayahuasca trip. He's gonna quit his YouTube career and go join a traveling circus or some shit. This guy is so fucking stupid.
In my opinion, somebody existing also entitles them to health, shelter, food. But some people disagree with that. Yeah, man, sure. You're a billionaire. There's billionaires out there, all right?
Yeah. Do you think that people deserve food, water, and shelter? Billionaires. Great point, Lewis. Thank you.
They don't need all that. They're gonna die with a full bank account. You are not special because you can make choices. Everybody can do that. The choices you make, though, are what separates you from everybody else. Be selfless. To be
And we should make the choice to put down the crack pipe.
remorseful. To be merciful. To be hateful. To be intelligent. To not care. To be strong in the face of oppression. Another whataboutism problem that I think I can bring up that will briefly explain what it means is that there's this common consensus among many, in my opinion, wrongfully opinioned people, that sexual assault shouldn't be in literature or movies at all.
Boy.
And to that I
Oh,
say,
boy.
so you want to erase the idea of sexual assault. You don't care what the reason is. You want to erase the idea of it so people aren't educated on it. Great.
True, because when you watch 180 Days of Sallow, that's a really educational, movie about the realities and the horror of sexual assault. Very true. When you watch 13 Reasons Why, it's really educational and it really, it really makes you think, and it's very educational in nature. He literally has been kicked in the head by a horse. He might release the horses.
Great idea. Good idea. Wow. That's such a good idea. Oh, no, but we want to stop people from putting it in their books saying specific things. You can't regulate that. Because then when you create this spectrum of what is allowed and what isn't allowed to be in a book, you then further venture into what that entails. For instance, if you say, well, any sexual assault that's gratified, right? Well, let me go get a book. Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. It is a story.
Oh! No! You're joking.
If you say, well, any sexual assault that's gratified, right? Well, let me go get a book. Lolita by Vladimir.
You guys, what do we do? Oh my god. He has a physical copy of Lolita. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even think you can buy a physical copy of that in America, can you? Is he American?
Vladimir Nabokov. It is a story about a man who is attracted to a minor woman. The actions that this man commits in this book are, in fact, justified by him because he is an unreliable narrator, because he is scum, because he is a terrible person. But if you were to say that people aren't allowed to, justify it in their books for any reason, then this book couldn't exist. It just couldn't. It wouldn't be allowed to exist.
And one of the biggest controversies around it is that it shouldn't exist. It's actually illegal in several countries because it's written CSEM. It's actually illegal. That's why.
And therefore, a literary classic that dives into the psycho.
A literary classic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dude. Oh my god. This is amazing.
Of people who think stuff like this is okay wouldn't exist. And fragile people who form opinions from a place of comfort that don't want to experience those things, therefore take away people's ability to access knowledge. It's borderline.
Read a book, immediately holds up a physical copy of Lolita. Okay, I want everyone to hold my hand. Okay, we're gonna hold hands and look at each other. Everybody hold my hands, okay? If he brings up Daisy's destruction, I will have a Boss Man Jack level crash out right now with all of you. I want us to hold hands so we're all on the same page. If he brings up Daisy's destruction, it's over. Okay? We're doing this together. We're almost done. I'm here with you. We're almost done. Okay? All right, let's continue.
Fascism to say that people can't put sexual assault in their books because there are a plethora of reasons that people would want to use it for the exact reason you don't want to for a good reason. Oh, but you've never experienced sexual assault. One, you don't know that. And two, that's a goddamn whataboutism, bitch. Sorry.
That's not a whataboutism, you fucking moron. Actually, as the raped, I'm speaking. Hang on, guys. The raped is in. Allow me to give you this dog shit take about Lolita. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know.
You don't know that. I can just hear everybody, you spend enough time making videos on the internet and everybody thinks, actually you don't know what you're talking about because I know everything.
Everybody thinks that I'm not raped, but I'm totally raped, you guys. Everybody is like, oh my god, Lewis McClung is so not raped. Guys, I am totally raped, just so you know. Write that down.
Stop, I know everything. How did you know what I was gonna say? Speaking of me and spending time on the internet, though, I am not a special person, okay? I might be one day, when I'm 80 years old and I've read enough books and I've spent enough time on this world, then maybe by then I'll be a genuinely individual person.
I don't know. If we keep hitting that pipe, dude, we're not gonna make it very long.
But at this point in my life, just about everything I've done has been done by somebody else. Icarus. We all know Icarus, right? The wax wings flying too
And
close.
now we're talking about Icarus. What? Help me.
The sun burning up. Not that I flew too high or anything, but I have an Icarus story, and I am not special in that sense.
We did fly too high a little bit too much on this one, true.
To have experienced that Woo! Many people before me have experienced it, and many people after me will experience it. It isn't individual, right? And my experiencing that does not entitle me to anything. My experiencing that doesn't entitle me to anything except for the fact that I have experienced it, right? I don't get to go around claiming that I'm some kind of saint, some martyr, something that did everything right, that
His intelligence was stored in his hair. I think that's what happened. That's why his hair was so big. It was full of the IQ points.
never messed up because, well, I was wrong, okay? That's the simplest thing. Oh my God. Even when I've given my apology to the person who it matters, even when I have accepted what I've done, people on the internet will take it upon themselves to use their opinion to attack me, to think that when I say
Oh, so he's still ass mad about the Danky Jaboo thing. Got it.
anything, it's undermined by the fact that I made a mistake, even though they are flawed creatures themselves.
Got
You
it.
aren't special. We, the collective, the royal, are not special individually. Every action you take will eventually
It's like I'm watching a really fucked up Fight Club. You're not gonna be a movie star. You're not gonna be a rock god. We are, the society's abandoned children. His name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. Me when I do DMT and I watch Fight Club based. Let's go.
have ceased to matter with any impact in some time in the far, far future. We try to be special and matter until we're old. Until we're old. And that's when most realize that was the best part. To be with others who aren't special. To wake up in the
He's like 18 years old and he's like, yeah, as an old person with all this profound wisdom.
morning next to another insignificant soul and smile. To do your laundry, wash dishes, hug, kiss, laugh.
Okay. You know what? I've actually agreed, guys. We need to ban Tylenol. It is very obvious that Lewis McClung took too many Tylenols before recording this.
For those who hate me, they'll forget me. They'll forget everything they've ever said towards me because that's not what matters. What matters is their connection with the people they care about. The time of my height on YouTube was the worst time of my life. I was in and out of the hospital. I was in and out of the ER because I was malnourished.
Why would you put this in a YouTube video? You guys, I was crashing out. You guys have no idea how mentally ill I was. You guys have no idea the depth of my mental illness. I think that we're seeing it now. I think that this is actually a really good time to go back to the hospital, I think.
That's my fault. I also neglected my family and my love as a person will pass in the blink of an eye without your notice. A few small and short-lived little moments. They won't be on top of the world with all the money you could ever ask for. With the power to control others. They will be full of love with another sweet, insignificant person. Or, more concisely, as a cool, telekinetic, telepathic purple cat once said, I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Holy shit, you guys. He's actually unironically smoking fucking crack. He's smoking crack. What's
Thanks
the
for
rest
joining me
of
for
it?
this super serious, super cool video for super cool people. I care about you. For as many times as I called you not special, that's not an insult.
Oh my god, he's literally smoking crack. This is insane. This is insane. This is actually... He's actually unwell. This is crazy. No, I have to stop. I was going to comment on that video. I have to stop. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Wow, guys, I really want to smoke crack right now. Wow. Lewis McClung is threatening my sobriety.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Chat, vaig dir Maliestram. Malcolm, what about Mjlong?
I'm violently unwell.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Arlette, please, wake up, sweetie.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked
Wake
potato,
up, sweetie.
so no,
Thank you.
I don't think so.
Damni mlata, estar tu bé. Butal suil sa itagan. Lui vitabus looks like ividuk presentación hatakit.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Talent dues not aquata tu morality.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
My lord is send you suma art in the Discord.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
It looks like zesty juju cherson.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Normalitza no versar un compte d'internet.
Thank you guys very much. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times witness, guys. Thank you very much. That gave me cancer. I'm going to, I am absolutely going to be smoking crack today. I am absolutely going to smoke crack today. I thought that was going to be a fun, cute, quirky little detour, you guys. Unfortunately, I am the raped now. So that's actually crazy. That's crazy how that happens. I institutionalized this man. Like, he literally, he has to be doing drugs. Or he hit his head really hard or something. I don't know. He has like a TV. I don't know. That was insane. That was a lot. That was quite a lot. Yeah, quick in and out, and we've been here for like an hour. My bad, guys. That's my bad. But that's okay. I'm glad that we started with this because it just really reinvigorated my spirit, to be completely honest with you. It really brought me to life, so to speak. The Tylenol and homeschooling, double homicide in this instance, certainly. I'm gonna go and smoke a cigarette and really appreciate it. I'm actually gonna dip it in PCP, so I'll come back blasted. Just kidding. This is my just kidding heart. Drugs are bad, okay? I'm putting on your key jangling. I'll be right back, and then we're doing the Mally Malware stream. Everybody go practice your deep breaths, okay? Everybody go practice your deep breaths. I certainly need to do mine, so I'll be right back.
In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. In the night we ride, no fear inside. State of mind, we breaking. Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop. 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 Yo, we thuggin', never gonna stop.
Okay, guys, I just ripped my DMT card. I'm breaking through. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm able to continue. Now that I'm experiencing all timelines at once, and I can see all futures, I'm very excited to continue with the stream. I don't really know how to move on. I gotta be totally honest with you, because crack would just be so good right now, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Very fun, very fun. Very happy to be alive, very happy to be alive. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. We're moving on. I'm moving on. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. So, let's see. We're going to do the Mally Malware stream. It's on Lio Convoy's channel, but Lio Convoy wasn't here. He was in chat, though. I don't really know what the issue there was. I'm not quite sure. Either way, it's like a ladies takeover of Lio Convoy's channel, I guess. I don't know. But either way, that's what we're going to watch next. Mally Malware, if you remember, was one of the people that had a pretty kick-ass conversation with Jar. She's kind of a bad bitch. I kind of really love Mally Malware. She was also one of the only people that criticized him openly about his community calls, his accountability calls, his handling of the Rosa situation, and also casted doubt on the idea that Lovely Peaches, Hopeless Peaches, whichever fucking Peaches it was, groomed and abused Lio. Apparently that's something that he has said after the fact. I don't pretend to know the ins and outs of that, but either way, Mally Malware has been somebody who is pretty vocally against Lio Convoy. There was an accountability call that she had with Lio where she kind of held his ass to the fire, and he fawned like a baby doe because there weren't enough people jerking off his ego in the call. And so after the fact, he was super pissed about the call. Of course, he couldn't grow a spine in the call because he is a fragile man baby who cowers at any constructive criticism that is not padded with 700 layers of dick-sucking comments. But either way, where we are now is that everybody is attacking Ponder Sprocket. Ponder Sprocket was like the quote-unquote mom of the ACC. Ponder Sprocket covered, like, I don't care. And so now everybody is going for Mally Malware, apparently, because she is not jumping on the, kill yourself Ponder Sprocket situation. And that is anytime now. All right, we just don't get that alert, I guess. Oh, the psychic attacks. It's fine for some people, but fine for others. I don't know. I know. And then this fucking alert isn't going to play, and I don't know why. Like, I don't even know why the alert box doesn't want to work now. Thank you, Shark Jumping. I appreciate it. Oh, my God. Okay. Anyway, let's do this call. Let's do it.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Chad.
This is jump scare. Women.
Women.
Yeah,
Women in the
Lai
household.
wasn't here today. We kidnapped him. He's in a cage. He's actually behind Yen right now. You can barely see him, but he's behind Yen.
We put him in the cage because he growled at
Yeah.
us. Yeah, he growled at us.
Yeah, he growled at us. We didn't like that. Kind of gay, honestly.
Yeah, little queer. Little fruity.
Shut up, Looney. You ain't getting shit for shoutouts. Okay, anyway. So, we're gonna, instead of Lio talking...
Also, again, I will keep demanding that people use these in Discord calls so I know who the fuck is talking, because I don't know who any of these bitches are. Somebody in here said who was all in here in stream chat. I think it was... Where is it? I just saw it. I literally just saw it with my own 2 eyeballs. Somebody made a list of who was in the call. What chat was that in? I literally just saw it. I don't know where it went. Either way, it's not my fault that we format these streams terribly. Oh, it's in stream chat? Am I just blind? Stream chat. Okay, so...
Nothing has all the
Oh, there we
IQ
go.
of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
My lord
Thank you, Arlette.
Ralavan are to this abides you in the Discord.
You got it. Give me 1 second. Everybody witness. Thank you, Bionic. Okay, so from left to right, Smout, Lousy Lou Loser, currently in a polyamorous relationship with Queen Seraphina. She is who Pretty Looney drew porn for. Terrible. Monstrous. And then Yen. And then Hidden Heroine. And then Beepomets. So cool. I really care about all of these people. That's very cool of them. I really appreciate it. I'm willing to bet that the collective BMI in this call is like 6,000. You got to be so careful of Discord e-horrors, guys. You got to be so careful. You got to be so careful, and you got to be really mindful of people that do not show their face on camera, because they're usually scary to look at. That's usually what happens. And then I have this beautiful image here for you guys that I would like to share with the class. This is from Bionic Cat. Beautiful. Isn't that wonderful? That have ever looked at Lio Convoy, so that's cool.
Talking about the Mali malware mod call, or whatever gay shit it is. We're gonna talk about it instead. We are still waiting on 2 other people, though. Monstrous is doing adult things, and Smout's just being really gay and not getting in, so...
Very gay.
Women.
maybe if we chanted enough in the chat, we can summon them both.
Yar.
Yar. Yar. Yar.
It's crazy, bro.
Thank you for your very valuable input, Jennifer. I wouldn't know what we would do without you.
Did we hack Lio? Yes.
Yes. Also, we stole Gidget. Gidget is out
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Should have added that in the thumbnail, I guess. Unfortunately, I did not. Too many characters already in there. I couldn't possibly hack it.
And I'll say the same thing that I said about, like, Falgy's stream. This is, like, a terrible way to do any kind of content, because everybody is just, like, fucking talking at the same time. You have no idea who's talking, and then everybody is like, I have to get in my piece. Like, doing this is a terrible idea, because the content sucks. It's, like, insufferable to listen to this kind of content.
No.
No, he's not putting
Oh my god,
Hi,
Smout!
Smout is here! We have one of them.
Sorry.
Now we alive.
We are live.
We are indeed live.
So I will be primarily looking at chat and managing super chats. So you should donate super chats, because Lio is super cool, but very big gay, which is why he's in the cage. So you should still donate super chats. That would be greatly appreciated. The old man needs more Transformers.
He do.
Mally ain't here, by the way.
No, don't give him the money. Give me the money. What the fuck?
Don't give Smout money.
What the fuck?
Get back in the cage. You growled at me.
Oh, I suppose another reason why he is locked in his cage is because we were wanting to talk to him about this call for a bit, for a little while.
Yep.
And then when we were like, Leo, we want to talk about the call. Can we please do it? He growled at us, and we were like, all right, you're in the cage now, buddy.
Cage time.
Thank you guys for, against my will, exposing me to your weird cat girl kink.
You gotta
We
go
can
now.
fight all the girlies. Also, we need to introduce our.
I'm upside down.
Shut up, Junkfish. I'm clear that you got silent salt. Shut the fuck up. That's not what this is about.
Silence the man.
You're upside down because you're a bat.
6 attention whores in a call. What could go wrong?
Yeah. I'm gonna pop out the chat and put it on my other monitor so I can pay attention to the.
Also, we need to introduce ourselves. We haven't done it.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to know the voices. Tell me.
I will go last. Everyone else can go first.
I guess I would go first. Hello, I am B, aka the Corn Lord, aka Little Strokey. If you don't laugh at any of my
Little strokey.
jokes, you will be playing the crop circle for 1,000 years.
So
These are all people that are former members of the Final Fantasy VII house. Like, none of these bitches shower. All of them are like, can I have cheeseburger? Like, I haven't eaten my fingies.
he is the one who looks like corn.
Yes.
Right. Next.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden.
Wow. Oh my god, sure. My name's Hidden Heroine. I am on staff for Lio. I'm also severely problematic and really
I'm on staff for Lio. You mean you're a Discord mod? Very fun. Hidden is also the one that like tried to lie and say that I was. Who sent me that message? Who sent me that message? Somebody sent me a message where she was bitching about me in somebody else's server. Where is it? Hang on, let me find it. It's right. Dude, what the fuck? Who sent me this fucking message? No. No, that's not it. Is it this one? No, not this one. It's got to be like right here. Dude, who sent me this fucking message? Why is this message not in my inbox anymore? Was this who it was? No. Not the verbiage that I was like manipulative or something. I don't know, because I was like, hey, you mentioned me in your video. Do you want to talk? And then she crashed out. Dude, what the fuck? I don't even, it should be like right here because I have the message from Hidden Heroine right here. So it should be right above this. It's not this one. It's not this one. Not this one. Not this one. I'm gonna krill myself. Where the fuck did this message go? This is terrible. I can't believe that I lost it. Whatever. Anyway, she was bitching about me. Yeah, it was a voice message where she was like, Malcolm is like super manipulative. Like I wanted to talk on his fucking stream or whatever. And it was like really abusive and all this other shit. It's like, I sent you like 3 very polite messages. Like, where are my messages with Hidden? I said, hey, hope all is well. I see that you mentioned me in your Dreamer video. Would love to chat about some of your takes. Thanks in advance for your time. She sent me a message back and I said, sure thing. Do you have time this week or maybe like Friday or so to chat? And then she was like, I don't want to get on VC, but I can answer in text. I said, no worries. Let me know if you change your mind. And so I was being abusive and evil in DMs. Nothing else is new.
cool. I'm an artist, and I'm the default character with the arm crossed in the normal commentary post for anybody who doesn't know me.
There's no monster lady in you. I'm sorry. That's really cringe and really gay.
I'm sorry.
I did do it on live stream, correct.
I'm trying my best.
Get the monster girl, Sona, dude. You'll fit in just perfectly.
Fine.
B's not even a monster girl, but okay.
No, but they're different. They're different. You see.
That's true.
All right,
Cool.
Snout.
Hey, hello, I'm Smout. I'm an artist. That is also your local monster gremlin. Teehee. Give me all your money. Yes.
They're the one hanging upside down. Yennefer.
Hi, I'm Jan.
Congratulations. They're the one.
Congrats.
They're the one. She's
Yan, love.
the one smack dab in the middle.
Hi, I am Yen. I have
Uh,
a YouTube channel. I yap and you listen.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow,
Montrose
babes.
isn't here, so I guess I will go. Hi, I'm Lou. You don't need to know anything about me other than I do art sometimes. I am the very funny vampire girl on the far left.
You're on the far left.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
scary.
Very
yes,
funny.
very much so.
We'll see if we're very funny. We'll
Cool.
see if this is true.
So, I don't know if we want to wait for Monstrous or if we want to start going over the call? Question mark?
We could poke the cage and see what the prisoner wants.
I guess. All right, wake up.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
I don't want to be
gonna make a
participating in
growl.
this public kink discourse.
She's screaming for Monstrous as we speak.
Oh my
He's non-verbal. He's non-verbal. It's okay.
Oh, yeah,
like you know, man is just gonna make it worse.
We've actually been meaning to talk about this for quite a while,
Yes.
but Lio pretty much didn't let us. At the time,
Lio didn't let us talk about this. Lio controlling women? Misogyny confirmed.
Hidden and I were actually part of the mod staff.
I wasn't there for the call. I'm mad about it. However, because I would have beaten her face in. But I mean, what?
Okay, I was in.
Dude.
It's that bad. The wind's really strong today, guys.
Yeah, the wind's really strong today. Like, thank God I wasn't there.
Yeah, I was right there when it
Uh-huh.
happened.
No,
I
we,
was not
we
happy.
didn't lock him in the basement. He's in the cage. He's behind Yen.
Oh,
There
that's
she
good.
is!
Oh, there she is.
It worked.
We summoned her.
Mm, cool.
The bed.
Yeah, to bed. Alright.
Mm.
I guess Monstrous introduced yourself, I suppose. Oh, there's Lio, everybody. There's Lio.
Nobody cares about him.
Yeah, they do.
True.
You're the funny angry lady.
Oh, me? Yeah, no. Yeah, people care about me, not him.
That is true.
Oh, okay.
So true. Alright.
We're locked in the kitten crate without AC, and your least favorite song is playing. Help, I'm suffocating to death in the kitten crate. Help me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're
We are waiting because I guess Hidden is up. Where's Hidden?
Oh my
Well,
god.
I'm always here. I
No,
just
Hidden
need
was
myself.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want you to hear my nasty coughs right into the fucking mic.
No, we will not free the lion.
Redheaded YouTuber donated $2 saying free the lion. He's not even a lion, bro. What do you mean? We can't free something that doesn't exist. Alright.
Real.
wait, lions don't exist.
Yeah.
This was like the lunch table that you avoided at all costs. All of them at the lunch table, had on the fingerless, knit gloves, black nail polish, fake lip piercings. All of them participated in theater every year, every single year. Lots of fedoras to be seen, and comically overweight in the average sized high school desk chair. I love being able to tell just from somebody's cadence and tone of voice that they peaked in high school. That's my favorite thing.
There he just stayed.
Now when they're old.
Yeah, now it's
That's
old,
true.
exactly. Alright. Are we ready to begin?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't think so. Hello. Is my this stream? Hello, stream. Stream is being a mate of mine and just sitting in to make sure I don't get lost in the source. Is that okay?
Okay, so this is them listening to the Mally call. Obviously, they're not smart enough to put it up on the screen so we know what we're listening to, or when the video is playing, or when it's not playing. But that's that's Mally, the Australian one that's talking.
Oh yeah.
Just another from Dono. There's a fiver of Fred Durst Friday.
Well, thank you, Cat.
Thanks, Tycat.
I will drink coffee.
Beans fixed.
Oh, does this call have a bunch of people popping in?
I guess, yeah.
Wait,
It was
oh,
confusing me too.
No, oh, gross.
It's only in the beginning because we were still collecting as much of the mod stuff as possible.
Except for me, because I suck.
True.
I wasn't there because I'm not a mod.
How dare you?
Oh,
Into
wow.
Like, maybe you should.
Well,
Chat,
Mhm.
hold on, chat. Is there an echo? Chat, is there an
is
echo?
there?
Is there?
Do you?
You guys feel like this when you're watching my stream, where you're like, "Oh my fucking god, Malcolm, get on with it."
Is that?
We are reading.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so
I
sorry.
definitely lost it.
I mean, no. I did hear it earlier when I guess they were trying the watch together.
Wait.
Chat is saying they do not hear an echo.
Oh
So
my
it might
god.
just be an us problem.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
It might be
A
a
Lio problem? Agreed.
might be a Lio problem.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Alright. I suppose we can keep going?
Yui here, or Yui or Seraphi is
This is how you felt when I was trying to set up my printer. Okay, I'm sorry.
here in spirit. She says hi. I'm contacting her via Ouija board.
She also contacted me via Ouija board. It's
True. Mally Malware is the only one that doesn't have on her skank voice. That's how you can tell.
great.
Oh, what the fuck?
Who would win in a fight? Lion or robot? I root for Lion. It's gonna be the Lion, dude. I'm waiting for the day.
All right, are we?
It's gonna be
are we
the
ready?
day. They're gonna fight.
Go, go.
They're gonna fight.
Just dead air, as God intended.
If you don't think that Jar would absolutely beat the shit out of Lio, I don't know what universe you're living in. Lio's health is probably the worst it's ever been. And Jar is like, he has all this pent up rage from being homeschooled for his whole life and socially ostracized. He's just waiting for somebody to go like absolutely apeshit on. Like he's like the sleeper kid that you don't want to fuck with. He's like the don't come to school tomorrow kid. Like Jar would rock his fucking shit, and it would be so funny, dude.
What the fuck is the dead air?
Wow, you might need to.
Rewind.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
You
there we go.
rewind the dead air. Oh my god.
You should have given it to me so I could cut all that out.
I love dead air. It's my favorite.
It will hurt you.
I cannot hear it.
Thank you, Bylonic.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
We can't liu estrambijut tesusa. It's very annoying.
He was very busy trying to find extra large gloves at the store. He was pretty busy. Thank you, Bylonic, for the $4.99 witness, guys.
I'm gonna refresh. Oh lord. It started back at the beginning, what the fuck?
No.
We broke it.
Oh my god,
Oh
no
my
way.
god.
It's okay, it's okay.
I believe.
Stop touching the buttons.
I am
Fuck you, I
trying.
won't do what you tell me.
Guys, I also love Rage Against the Machine. Oh.
I cannot hear it now. What the hell?
Hold on.
I still think it's dead air.
Yeah, I think
There's
it's
a bunch of dead air at the beginning.
Oh
there's
my
like
god.
supposed according to
Lyle, you might
Nord.
need to put a noise gate on.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
there we
is.
go, there we go. Yeah, there it is.
No, I can introduce myself. Hello, I'm Ephraim.
Thank you
Oh,
for
God.
the $2. Oh god.
Hi, Ephraim.
Hi, Egg.
Hi.
It's like an AA meeting, just trying to figure out
Well, no,
who's who.
$2 for Prince
Well, I was trying to
Philip.
introduce myself to people
You
who I
broke it.
haven't talked to before, but that isn't working.
See, for me, the only person here I think I've talked to before is Water Dorito. Also, hi, Water Dorito. People know today. But you, I feel like
We don't talk about them.
We don't talk about them. We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
For us to introduce, like, people who haven't met before, kind of introduce ourselves.
By the way, we are listening to a call, so no, Mally is not here in this in this group. No.
Wow, if only you could put the call up on the stream so people could see what the fuck you're listening to so they're not confused. That'd be really helpful, wouldn't it?
Oh boy, another person for me to make a video on, but I just I will not say that word on stream.
What up?
Damn.
I love the dead air in this call.
It's amazing. It's tranquil.
Wait, hold on.
Too bad the rest of it wasn't this way.
Good
I
one. Excellent joke. Great job.
Going to hurt everyone in this call.
Yes.
Chat says the call is quiet, which, like, true.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's quiet on our end too, guys. Don't worry. It's not just you.
I can't
Clover
find
saying
out.
Lio. Everyone's saying Lio is hella quiet.
No, why?
Oh my god, the audio issues. Oh, guys.
Sorry, do you want
No,
me to talk?
Mally is not here. I don't know why people keep asking why Mally's here. We do not.
Because you should put the video on stream because nobody knows what the fuck you guys are doing. You haven't even said what you're doing. You're literally just, oh my god, look at my streamer dog. I'm gonna kill myself.
Want her here.
Do you want him to talk? I don't want Maya to talk.
He's in his cage.
Yeah, Lio's stuck in his cage. He's in gay baby jail.
This is amazing content.
Something so far, dead air.
Both of my eyes are definitely open.
Is this why this call is this long? Because it's just like an hour of dead air in there.
It's an hour of dead air, dude. I could cry.
There's a lot of dead air in the beginning.
There's like,
I'm going to
I think
sleep.
Norden said there was like 8 minutes of it.
Skip to 8
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
Okay,
skip to 8
thank you,
minutes.
Lio.
Oh, Mally, do you want to start with your concerns? I could work at sorry, I need just another couple minutes.
He just scratches on
I'm good with that,
the
everyone else?
cell ground.
That's fine. So, before we start, can you just preface on what the point of the call is so everyone's
Oh, you,
excited and
Crystal!
make sure everyone's in chat because they know what's going on.
Sorry.
Your bestie.
Base take, yeah. Crystal Flame is annoying. I agree.
Disgusting.
I'm not sure what exactly kind of would like to talk about. I specifically want to have a talk about these kinds of Discord, and I'm not sure if anyone else is chiming in.
Okay, that.
Sorry, that's a little bit vague, but if I'm starting, then you're fine.
Guys, I'm actually just starting to come up on my Tylenol. Is anybody else coming up on their Tylenol? Please, not clickbait. Please respond.
Like, we're getting to it quick enough, so is that good for everyone?
Yep. Totally fine.
Clear, I'll try not to take up too much of your time with this. I'm also going to be running off sort of a surface level.
Okay, now I'm hearing
you.
Gecko.
Seeing the discourse around specifically Lio and Senate and all that kind
Yeah,
of
also
thing,
hear
and
the
I'll bring it up so that we don't retread old ground because we can waste
I blame
tons and
Lio.
tons of hours.
It's because somebody's sitting too close to their microphone with their headphones. That's what that is.
And I
So I'd
think
like to
that
just
might be
talk about
something
things
in the call, like in the action, not like in this
I
call,
blame
but in
Yan.
the call that was
I think-
happening at the time.
It could be me. Give me a sec.
No, it doesn't have an echo. I listened to his call so many times. There's no echo.
It's one of you guys.
Lio broke it.
Try it again.
Yan King.
Try it
I'm
again.
expecting we all have a basic understanding of.
Oh, there you
Throwing
go.
that out there. So I specifically have 3 questions.
It
on
was
the board
Yan.
from there.
You
So
guys-
my first question is,
No.
why does Hasbro still have a peanut gallery?
Because your mom's
No.
gay.
Anyone?
Because your mom's gay. Oh my god, you guys, holy fuck. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. When are these hoes gonna get their Netflix comedy special? This is so funny. I'm kicking my feet and tee-hee-heeing. God Oh my god, literally, please go away.
That's
Why
more
the
like
fuck
more than one
not?
answer.
Lyle, go back in your cage. Stop typing in the chat. Go back in your cage.
Okay, so there are reasons.
Who gave Lyle access?
They're so
Yeah,
funny.
you guys
dude.
should have given this to me because Lyo's audio in here is super quiet.
Basically, the only thing that Lio says here is that the peanut gallery can't at anyone. We don't care what Lio has to say here because Lio, he's man, and this isn't about men. So anyway,
That's totally what happened. True.
Thank you,
So
Witches.
they're just your Twitch chat essentially. Okay.
Sure, we'll go
Why do you
back
still have
to
accountability calls in here?
because it's Lio's server and he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
You don't like it,
What?
sorry about that.
He said he has another copy. Do we want to try that?
I feel like we can just look at this, you guys, and I don't know, just disassociate for the rest of this call because holy shit. So this is one of these fucking bimbos on this call, and this is from the comment section. So obviously everybody was really unhappy with this video, but this is Beep saying, looking back on this, like almost a week later, 1, I stand by everything that I said. 2, yes, the stream could have gone better. Yeah, this was a terrible idea. And then no one in the stream mentioned anything about coming here in good faith. And then 4, as for people asking why now, because sometimes sitting and waiting for new things to come out is more beneficial. And I think that summarizes my entire issue with all of these spineless weasel rat fucks is just that they have no interest in doing the correct or the right thing. They only care about what looks good for them. And it's such a cancerous and like terrible way to live your life that you don't exist as somebody who has values or principles that are important to you. You only exist insofar as what you know and what you think you know benefits and behooves you. And I can't think of a more morally rotted way to spend your existence than sitting on information that somebody may be dangerous, that somebody may be a predator, that somebody may be XYZ or whatever, and then just sitting on that and exposing people potentially to this dangerous person, potentially knowingly creating new victims for your sick own later down the line. I can't think of a more depraved and disgusting way to live, truthfully. I think that unironically, like, people that behave this way do not belong in polite society. They should be cast out with the wolves to live like the fucking hedonistic animals that they are because they're so selfish and self-absorbed that their benefit comes before the well-being of others. And I think it's depraved and I think it's disgusting.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
Fater caniget slay before he go bonques bananas.
You can absolutely get a slay, Buckman. Thank you very much for asking. Everybody slay.
Slay. Oh my god. Slay.
God.
Swear, maybe he's
Lio.
on.
Everyone hear me all right?
Word for it. I can show you the files.
Lyle's just sabotaging us. That's what this is.
Lol. Here?
Men, I
That
swear.
makes sense. I understand.
Oh, there you go.
Never mind.
That's much better.
Oh, there
So
you go,
much
yeah.
better. Good job, guys.
I'm trying to figure out where we were.
Until Ponder's able to get back to
No,
Got it?
that was definitely much more ahead. 10:37.
10:37.
Gotcha.
So why are you still here?
It's the end.
All right, I'm going to answer that best way I can. Number 1, a lot of harm may depend on what direction you're going with.
Yeah.
Secondly, the follow-up question would be, if that is the direction you're coming from, why do you think you have the ability to come in?
Yen.
We're not talking about me right now. We're talking about how you handle things that you've organized. I'd like to stay on that point.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Unless
So,
I point.
okay, so do you want to, like, I guess, try again? And why do you think it's appropriate for you to still do this?
Can we just talk about what a massive raging fucking cunt she sounds like?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to try again? Do you want to try?
Whoa, lateral violence, all right? Woman on woman hate crime right here. Oh my god. Like, oh, relax, guys. Everybody chill out. Like, what is the misogyny here that because Mally does not put up with Lyo's bullshit that she's a cunt? Try looking in the mirror, okay? What the fuck? What the fuck? Misogyny, it's only funny when I do it, guys.
Try this fucking call again.
Real.
What's
Oh
your
my
problem?
god.
Yeah, she sounds like a
Sounds like
sneaky
a-
little
She
bitch,
sounds like
man.
a fucking like school teacher.
I
Like,
swear.
Almost like
Jesus
a
fuck, dude. Calm the fuck down. You
Yeah, dude, she does have to talk to Lyo like, you know, like a fucking brainless child because that's how he behaves. It's called matching energy. You guys should learn how to do it because you're all these fucking people are so big and tough. I would beat this bitch's face in, like, oh my, blah, 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 blah. Literally would be shaking You could hear the mic like rattling if they were ever in a call with somebody that like actually had criticisms for them. It's why Hidden Heroine waddled her fat ass to go and cry in somebody else's Discord server that I fucking manipulated and gaslit her in 3 Discord messages. All of these bitches are fucking pathetic. Every single one of them.
To try again? No. What if I fucking don't want to try again? You gonna call my mom? You gonna get detention? Fuck.
Sounds like a fucking Karen, honestly.
It really does. There's a lot of like.
Wow, a Karen.
No, go ahead.
More
When
misogyny.
you're sitting here interrogating someone about their own a different content creator about what they're doing in their own server, do you want to try again? No, we fucking don't. Thank you.
I like how they don't have an issue with how Lio talks to quite literally brain damaged people. Like he talks to them worse, if not exactly the same, if not worse than how Mally's talking to him. But when we bring that energy, it's unsavory when someone else does it, particularly a woman. Very interesting, isn't it? Matching energy is a skill, and apparently nobody else can do it. But this is exactly how Lio talks to people who have literal fucking brain damage. You get what's given, okay? You get what's given.
I don't know why I'm speaking for this old man. It's not my fault server. You keep asking for it.
There's such a level of entitlement, right?
Very much so. Yeah.
Like
I was gonna say that.
It's honestly disgusting. To be 100% frank, it's a lot of entitlement that I don't think I've actually seen very much in this community. Like I see entitled people in ACC all the fucking time, but this level, I swear it's because she's Australian or something. I don't know.
I don't want to hear.
It's because she's not a brainless bimbo like everybody else in this call. That's so funny. It's because Mally actually like says what she means and has like consistency and like conviction and an ability to stay true to who she is as a person. But people that wander around like, you know, the wayward kittens, kitten whores from Discord to Discord to Discord wouldn't understand what it means to be like confident and self-assured because they wear the skin suits of others whenever it behooves them. Like I said, all these bitches would be trembling in their kitten crates at the slightest pushback or confrontation, but they're very big in calls when it's just them jerking each other off. So, I mean, I don't know. Pot meat kettle.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
Thank you very much, Noval, for the 17 consecutive months of membership. A true OG Mamacita. Love to see it. We love to see it. Everybody witness, guys. And it's true, Lio Convoy does have brain damage, but it's not for the reason that you think. It's because he doesn't wear his CPAP machine properly at night, and starving your brain of oxygen is in fact a TBI, so not for the reasons that you would think.
I don't want to hear it from the person that lives in a place that calls sandals thongs.
Right.
Just saying.
As to why she wanted this call, Madame, I guess that's your name. That's actually a question for Lio. All right, wake up, old man. Time to get up. Why did she want the call?
If this is a retrospect of this call, why is Lio not here? Because he's the one that would answer the questions. I don't understand.
Plus, I remember it was because Melly approached Ponder under false pretenses, being like, "Hey, girl, twirled hair. I have some ideas on how Lio can make his server better." And then when the call actually happened, it turned into, "I fucking hate you. Hope you delete your server and die." So that's how I remember it.
That's totally what happened. That's totally what happened. True.
It was supposed to be like a thing of, oh hey, it's supposed to be a mod call, productive call where we're actually trying to fix the server. At least that's what we were told it was going to be. That it was an important mod call.
Again, that's what the Mally malware call was. Essentially, was like, these are the issues that are wrong with the server, and this is why you should stop doing it. And if we remember correctly, and I remember because I have autism, if we remember correctly, Lio actually conceded with pretty much all of the changes that Mally malware suggested because they were good ideas. The idea that there should not be accountability calls because you cannot guarantee that the people that are in these calls, one, are not going to do crazy shit a la shotgun call, or that these people they do not have the capacity to handle these kinds of calls. And then 3, it's performative in nature to do this with a quite literal peanut gallery that allows people to be dogpiled into oblivion for little to no reason other than to fuel your vindictive rage. So, and Lio agreed with all of this. And then as soon as the call was over, his he decided to fucking grow another pair of nuts and then decided that actually Mally Malware was super mean to him in the call, and he had a lot to say after the fact, but couldn't muster up the courage to say anything in the call because he is a cowardly lion. What else is new? And that's why he has to have all of these fucking fat bimbos get in a call and defend him. He is incapable of defending himself. It is impossible. He cannot. It's probably because he can't put his fists up due to his high blood pressure and his mobility issues from being the size of, a tank. But
you will see in the call how fucked up it actually is, because it was very late for me then as well. So I sat there because I really thought it was something important, and then, well, Mally did Mally things. She sits on this moral pedestal because she thinks that she is so drama free that she can just pull this. It's kind of a bit of the
she can pull
along
dance,
the lines
so.
of Jar.
I'm gonna hold on really quick because I keep seeing this question in chat. For those of you who didn't hear about this or don't know about this, even though this call did somewhat kind of circulate a little bit last year, this call is called, it's infamously
28 minutes into the stream, we're actually finally telling everyone what we're fucking watching because, surprise, no one can see it. Very
referred
cool.
to as the Mally Malware mod call. It happened about, what was it, like June or something of like last year. And it was a big call. Is it, oh, whatever. Okay, so you remember more than I do. I just remember it happening. And basically, the call involved myself, a bunch of mods from Catslayer, Ponder, Streamline, and Mally Malware. Basically, yeah.
And mind you, Ponder Sprocket also Ponder Sprocket also agreed with all of the criticisms as well. It's very strange that, like, over time, somehow people that have wronged Lio Convoy just suddenly find themselves at the end of the barrel of a gun. Anybody who dares criticize Father will be punished.
Crystal Water Dorito, a bunch of people basically. And we are talking about this call today after a situation involving Ponder Sprocket, and basically a bunch of us here are crashing out about it because we all heard this call. We didn't like this call. None of us said anything at the time because we respect Lio enough to not crash out.
Wow.
And because of the
So
Ponder situation, we are
respectful.
currently crashing out.
That's so cool.
I also want to point
Very
out
brave.
it's in our little notebook that we have that we forced Lyle to write down for the promise of his freedom. For the promise of his freedom, yeah. This call happened after all of the after they stopped doing accountability and confrontation calls where they dicked with people who were predators and stuff like that. This
That's actually really funny because there was actually an accountability call last month. So these haven't stopped at all. I mean, we had another quote-unquote accountability call with Dreamer but a month ago. So they actually haven't stopped. Again, it's just I'm changed, I'm different. But what it is instead of eating McDonald's for every meal, you only eat McDonald's for 2 out of 3 meals per day. Technically, you've changed, sure. Okay. In the same way that lobsters are technically immortal. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay.
this mod call happened after all of that stopped.
It was just at a time where everything changed pretty freshly.
Hold on. I'm gonna answer this person blasting Brooke. Brooke, he has this call. He was given this call when it happened. I don't care if Beckett calls this call gay, because I don't give a shit about Beckett's opinion. Thanks for coming to my
the girls
TED
are
Talk.
fighting. The girls
Also,
are fighting.
no, Mally isn't a predator from what we know it as. Let's not do that.
That's so funny. You have to clarify that she's not like a fucking pedophile because she disagrees with you. These people are so unwell.
Yeah.
No.
No one's calling Mally a predator.
But it's not.
Anyway.
Someone brought up, but the Rin call had just happened. That wasn't a Lio thing, though. That wasn't a call that Lio headed, from what I remember.
The Rin call? Yes, he did. Are you smoking crack? Oh my god. These bitches come to me. You come to me on the eve of my granddaughter's wedding, and you say, Malcolm, you have not watched 752 seasons of the ACC degeneracy. You are simply a tourist. You don't know the lore. The Rin call was supposed to be between, Rin and Lin or Yan or so. I don't fucking know. It was another 3-letter, fucking stereotypical trans name. I don't know. It was supposed to be a call between them alone. And for the first 2 hours of that call, they respectfully settle their disagreement. Then, Lio comes in and starts fucking berating Rin. After the beef had already been squashed. And remember that Lio specifically said, I need to be present for this call. How do I know more than these bitches that are fucking neck deep in Lio Convoy's folds? They were essentially fucking growing out of him cordyceps on the Rat King, and I somehow know more. Same thing when we did the Gauntlet, and all those dumb fucks came in and they were like, what are you talking about? I've never heard of this. While simultaneously, a whataboutism, if you will, in the same breath, being like, oh my god, but you haven't heard the tragedy of Darth Silly Weasel 21, the pedophile. How can you? And it's like, you guys don't even know the lore yourself. And you're friends with him, and you don't know the lore? Literally, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Oh my god.
I think it's mentioned in the call though that the Rin call had like just happened, and that I think Mally's problem was like, oh, it still happened here in Cat's Lair because how dare a Discord call happen in a Discord?
How dare a Discord?
How dare an accountability call happen after we said we're all done doing accountability calls? Like, they're also dumb. They're also dumb. They're taking turns with the single brain cell, just passing it around, you know? This is my body. Thank you, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. This is my body. Amen, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. No, you gotta power up. Like, this is crazy. They're like snorting fucking Tylenol off of an Amazon box. This is crazy.
Happened in a Discord.
Oh, she LARPs a lot about it.
There's a lot of LARPing in this. It's all stupid bullshit.
Literally
No,
all
they're
of you
not
bitches
talking
are
about Predator in the
LARPing.
video.
All of you guys are LARPing as sexy women. All of you guys are LARPing as bodacious, physically attractive women. When I know for sure, if you turn on your camera, I would probably drop dead of a fucking heart attack. It would be like a literal Susan Boyle impersonation contest. If you guys all turned on your camera. You want to talk about LARPing? Shut up. Go have another fucking bag of Cheetos. Oh my god. I'm fine.
Oh my god, listen! Wake up!
Practice some context clues. One more time. One more time.
One more time.
Mally approached a Ponder, saying, I have ideas on how to make Cat's Lair better.
Mhm.
This call happened. And then Mally began saying on how Lyle should disassociate, should delete his server, and all of that other bullshit. That is what happened. Mally isn't a predator. We are calling Mally dumb and stupid. We have our reasons.
I can't hate on these people. I think they're lost in shit. Hate Lyo, not the defenders. I'm going to be honest. Every single one of these people is consciously aware of what they're doing, and I refuse to believe otherwise. I don't know how you can sit here and listen to this call with Mally Malware, which I've listened to like 4 separate times, unfortunately, and say that Mally Malware is being like an evil cunt that wants Lyo to delete his Discord server and kill himself. I think that is delusional. Every single one of these individuals knows acutely what they are doing. They are acutely aware that they are sweeping plenty of condemnable behavior that, in my opinion, again, is worth being put on some kind of list to keep you off of the internet for the rest of your natural-born life. They are choosing to either ignore that, minimize it, or sweep it up. They are choosing to do one of those things. And I refuse to give grace to people by saying, I don't know, I didn't know. You actually either chose to ignore it or you did know and you didn't care. And that is a condemnation of your character. That you chose to close your eyes. The same way that, and I'm going to use a really, really hyperbolic example. So I'm going to be very clear with my example here. This is a hyperbolic example for effect and impact, okay? This is not a direct one-to-one comparison. This is a hyperbolic comparison. In the exact same way that the little towns in Germany that had fucking concentration camps and extermination camps all around them every Friday at 5 when it conveniently started raining ash, smelling like burnt dead bodies, and noticing that all of their friends and neighbors were disappearing over the course of months and going, interesting, wonder what that could be. Oh, time to go to the grocery store. The same way that those people were willfully ignorant and negligent to the reality that was right in front of them, I have no grace for that. I don't care. You chose to close your eyes and ignore the horrific circumstances that were happening around you, or pretending like it's not happening is, in my opinion, even a harsher condemnation than coming out and sweeping for it. Because again, if all of these people said, yes, I agree, the relationship with Jordan was disgusting, inappropriate, extremely wicked, shockingly evil, vile, but you know what? I actually don't care that much. Okay, what am I supposed to say to that? I think that you're a bad person, end of discussion, whatever. But they're, I didn't know, or I had no idea, I just didn't know, No, it is a condemnation of your character that you turn a blind eye to bad things that are happening right in front of you. Right in front of you. I disagree entirely. fuck all of these people, and fuck every single person that is aware of this behavior and says nothing about it. And at the very least, all of these people supposedly have access to all of this hidden information on Jar, on Pondersprocket, on Spocter, on like anybody who has ever looked at Lyle the wrong fucking way while he's waiting in line to get into the play place at McDonald's. They have supposed nukes and dirt on all of these people. They have seen it, and they choose not to release it, putting other people actively in harm's way. If the allegations are true, fuck them. They have the moral conviction of a fucking wet lasagna noodle that has been left soaking in the pot overnight. Every single one of them is a spineless invertebrate weasel fuck, and they get no grace. So, fucking put that in your crack pipe and smoke it. Yeah, write that one down.
If y'all would just shut the fuck up and let us actually continue with the call, we could actually explain ourselves, because we're trying to get to the points when we actually get to them.
Let me put it as that. If I see anyone else trying to claim that somebody is a predator that isn't an established one, like that hasn't been outed as one.
That's crazy. Why are you guys like super complicit in Lyle consistently saying that Sai probably is a child molester and has like child porn and shit? Is there evidence of Sai being a child molester, guys? I don't know. We should practice what we preach.
One. In this call, nobody is one.
Yeah.
Do not. I will fucking time you out or ban you immediately.
Say is right. We do need to jingle keys. We need to do the jingle jingle before the back rooms. Before the back rooms.
Read the room.
Oh, you mean where I live? Okay. Anyway, where were we?
Fiction. Omega right. Do I have your turn now?
Because I think once tailored out of the problematic behavior or the troublesome aspects, that are still a beneficial thing to do.
Okay, so you have
And again,
things to learn.
I
You're
still
saying.
help people.
Okay,
Clearly.
you're saying
I
like you
think
have
I
things
have
to learn.
before.
Okay, but you're doing that on the job, so to speak, and while you're doing that, people are still getting hurt. Like, it's great that you're having personal growth and you're figuring shit out, that's wonderful, but you're doing it at the expense of other vulnerable people. So if you cared about victims and vulnerable people, you would stop doing this.
Oh my god.
This is like such an ironic point. This is such an ironic point with what we were given today. Like this whole you're doing it at the expense of vulnerable people.
Who are the people that are getting picked on in these calls? They're vulnerable people. Let's think about Rin. Let's think about Rosa. Let's think about Dreamer. Let's think about Sasufrasu. Let's think about Jibs. Let's think about all of these people that were exceptionally vulnerable, that were targeted, you know, and tar and feathered in the town square for entertainment. Yes, the target demographic of these kind of accountability calls are people who are weak, you know, spineless and down on their luck, or, you know, in some kind of rut at the very least in their life. Like, yes, these are people that we are targeting distinctly. Yes. I have not heard a single accountability call from somebody who could hold their own in a conversation. And no offense to any of these people, of course. But when you have like 9 people screaming at you in a fucking call, obviously I don't expect that, you know, your average person would be exceptionally versed in handling that. But yeah, we are taking time to exceptionally target people that are quite literally, definitionally vulnerable. But
wasn't there this one thing, Mally, that you did at the expense of a vulnerable person for the sake of entertainment?
Who was also a minor at the time?
Who was also a minor at the time? Because like I'm pretty sure that was something that we should talk about at some point. Such an ironic point with what we were given today. Like this whole you're doing it at the expense of vulnerable people. Wasn't there this one thing, Mally, that you did at the expense of a vulnerable person for the sake of entertainment?
Who was also...
Feel free to drop it. Like, this is just so gay. Drop it. At some point in the distant past, at one point potentially maybe, you know, revealed to me in a dream that Mally Malware might have done something that was not appropriate. Okay, then drop it. Then drop it. Like, it's boring. It's boring. I don't care. This is so boring. It's like, we have all these secret nukes. Okay, then fantastic.
Also a minor at the time?
Also a minor at the time?
Okay, so, and then they're gonna be like, but don't accuse her of being a pedophile, when they're like, you abused a vulnerable minor, Mally Malware. Drop it.
Because like I'm pretty sure that was something
Drop
that
it
we should
like
talk
it's
about
hot.
at some
Drop it
point.
like it's hot.
I mean, we can talk about it now, honestly. I don't really care.
Yeah, let's fine, go for it.
Sure. Oh, sure. So I was the one who read this, so I know about this. So,
Okay, tell me about
given that Melly had contact with Linlin, there was this fun little situation way back when, and we have to touch on Jar 10 for this, I'm afraid, where Jar weaponized his platform to be a piece of shit to Linlin while Linlin was a minor. And Linlin originally thought that was off the table, but when Melly went into a call with Heaton and Jar and sat there And so, I'm supposed to read it out. Whatever you want, Lio man. Sure, I'll be nice to you.
Can you finish the fucking story? Stop flapping your fucking gums and responding to, like, Sir Ivan the Fat. Can you just say it?
So this is a statement from Linlin directly. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Pay attention, please. Hey there, it has abruptly been brought to my attention that Lio's friends have decided to discuss some issues surrounding Mally malware.
I'm gonna read this because I can't stand this bitch's voice. Hey there, it has been abruptly brought to my attention that Lio's friends have decided to discuss some issues surrounding Mally malware on his stream today, and I have been asked to give my account of the issues that Mally and I had during my time in the commentary community. And after having accepted the idea that my side would end with me have been effectively laughed out of the room by the wider community after multiple people, Mally included, chose to favor cheap entertainment over treating that conversation with anything close to the respect that anyone else in these spaces seems entitled to, I am more than happy to give my side of the story and try to explain the behavior that Mally engaged in and surrounding it that I find reprehensible. To give a bit of background, I was a content creator operating in the general community spaces from the end of 2022 to around mid-2024, and given how I was a minor in these spaces for a large portion of that time, I think it's hardly shocking that I was largely mistreated by a large portion of the community in a variety of ways. And while I won't go into detail with most of them here, okay, so I don't care. I don't care. You have this random fucking person that's saying I was in the art commentary community between 2022 and 2024, and Mally malware treated me like shit, but I can't give you examples. Okay, blow me. I don't care. What the fuck? This is such ass. Who cares?
On his stream today, and I have been asked to give my account of the issues that Mally and I had during the time in the community, in the commentary community. After having accepted the idea that my side would end with me having been effectively laughed out of the room by the wider community, after multiple people, Mally included, chose to favor cheap entertainment over treating the conversation with anything close to the respect that anyone else in these spaces seems entitled to, I'm more than happy to give my side of the story and to explain the behavior that Mally engaged in surrounding it that I find reprehensible. To give a bit of background, I was a content creator operating in general commentary spaces from around the back end of 2022 until around mid-2024, and given how I was a minor in these spaces for a large portion of that time, it's hardly shocking that I was largely mistreated by a large portion of the community in a variety of ways. While I won't go into detail with most of them here, as I have made peace with them at some point, the one that I will mention is my involvement with a former figurehead of the community called Just a Robot. It was thanks to a call-up video that Jar and I had made together that my presence in the community had grown to the still largely insignificant degree that it did. And given his important ties with people I used to consider friends at the time, I was pretty hesitant to speak negatively of him, as the things that caused him
In spite of that, the things came to a head in June 2023 when Jar was having a spat with Mally malware and Harley TBS over him handling some pretty harmless criticism over a thumbnail he made for his upcoming video about Spoctor. And after scrolled on Twitter on my phone at night with my friends, I made the mistake of throwing him a bone that he was not entitled to in any way, and Jar took that as an excuse to start flailing my name around as if it exonerated him, which it didn't. Is there more here? Excuse me. I didn't appreciate a larger content creator using me in a spat he was having with other people as nothing more pathetic than rhetorical advice. And so I mentioned this argument at the start of a video I was already wanted to make about Jar due to his examples of behavior. Okay, what does this have to do with Mally? And Jar took this situation as justification to have Lio Convoy reach out to me and to get us to sit aside to have a discussion about our differences, and due to misinformed sense of him owing me when I agreed, only for him to begin that conversation by blackmailing me with credible threat of sending his transphobic audience after me. What is this? Okay, so it's Jar. What does this have to do with Mally malware? What is it? I don't...
differences, and due to a misinformed sense of me owing him one, I agreed. Only for him to begin that conversation by blackmailing me with credible threat of him sending his transphobic audience after me. See the call we had at the link timestamp. And then there's a link. And this was something that Mally malware was no stranger to, as we were working together on the Minecraft Manhunt SMP that she was doing on Twitch at the time with a few other creators around the same time. Cut to Jar's now very well-known case of creepily hunting Mally and co at VidCon. Mally ended up having a conversation with Jar with Heat and Mitsuru present. This conversation was prompted by Jar sending Mally an absolutely ridiculous voice note where,
remember
amongst
that,
other
very
things,
funny,
he
very
uses
funny.
that same credible threat of sending his audience after me again. And after I had seen that voice note, I was quite shaken up, to say the least. After I thought that Jar blackmailing me was something
But after hearing that he was willing to leave that on the table just as a means of getting a one-up on someone, then that he was having his own spot at the time, I had almost all sense of security in that idea that wouldn't eventually blow a gasket and follow through with this threat. And a while, thankfully, it never came to pass. In the end, I had asked Mally if she was able to provide me with a copy of the call that she had with Jar, Hitten, and Jar's roommate, as my situation was discussed there as well, and so I would need to be able to fully have all the facts in front of me to give my side about what happened. And both in the initial instance when I asked Mally in VC along with other DM exchange about the subject, Mally decided not to give me the... So, Mally malware, like, abused, beat, stomped on, and killed a former minor by not giving them a copy of the Jar call. Hey, Mally, I hope that you're doing well with how rough times have gotten these days. Just wanted to let you know that apparently Jar has gone off the deep end. Mally Malware, or she says, do you still have the recording of your call with him? If he goes over the entirety of my video, I'll definitely be needing it. Mally says, hey, Lan, I'm as good as any student, starving and stressed. And yeah, I've heard Jar mention planning to do a handful of ACC videos. Sounds like he's just being a petty loser. As for the call, that can't become public unless Jar lies about something that requires it becoming public. He and I agree that we aren't going to air out our dirty laundry. Is there something particular in that call that you think he'd lie about? Whether or not I'll be free depends on whatever. And yeah, that's fair reasoning. While I know it's petty, I ain't particularly happy with him saying in his video on Vincent that, quote, Lin thinks anyone who buys Hogwarts Legacy is a transfer. Are you for real? Are there more screenshots here? Any more screenshots here? Really, this is it. Look at how far I'm going. This is it. Okay. Sorry, it was 3 a.m. my time. I wanted to go. Sweet just woke up. All right, cool. I'm around if you are. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Shit. Okay. And then they're on the call. I swear to God, I keep walking away. And then call in 2 minutes. I got to finish making tea. And that was a choice that I completely respected at the time. At the end of the day, the last thing that I want to be is taken for policing Mally's agency to handle their own issues with Jar. And I was ultimately happy to just let bygones be bygones until February 4th, 2025, when Mally approached me to let me know that her past issues with Jar, including where our situations overlap, are going to be discussed in a live stream hosted by another commentator called Beckett. Oh, it's always Beckett's fault. I agree. I hate gingers. Halo and Hope, this is good news. The call I had with Jar is going to be public. Everyone said, fuck that guy. This should be shared. Lynn says, oh, you have no idea. I didn't want to make it anyone else's problem, but not being able to say anything has felt pretty suffocating. Yeah, what else we got in here? Anything? Initially, I was quite happy about this because while Jar didn't have the immense community leverage over me anymore that he once did due to his incident with Cindy Bear, I thought that this meant that even just in passing, my situation with Jar would have been explored with the kind of seriousness that you expect from a late 20s man, if I recall correctly, abusing his community and stature to credibly blackmail a child. However, that was before I was adequately familiar with Beckett's persona and his platform as somebody who's more than happy to treat topics he covers as a complete joke. Okay, so now we're going after Beckett. That's interesting. I'm curious to see how that goes. Is there anything else to this? Anything else? That's it. Okay, I was initially watching the stream as it happened, but after a few minutes, Beckett showing that he was not in any way going to take the situation seriously, I closed the stream and asked Mally if she could provide me with a copy of the call. She had instead of with Hitton that I mentioned earlier, primarily because Beckett's video containing that call wasn't out at that point from what I had gathered from my time watching his stream. I didn't think that it was appropriate for someone with Beckett's presence to have a monopoly. Shut up. I don't care. Blah, 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 blah. Anything else? Got a link? No, I don't. But I do have the audio file. I can send it to you once Beckett's done with it. Yeah. Sure thing. Probably going to be a bit late into a stream. Yeah, I'm going to need the call. Blah, blah, blah. This brought me to trying to organize a time where Mally and I could privately discuss the matter so that I could communicate how the choice... This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is from an incident from 2022 where Jar said that he was gonna, like, fucking do something. I don't fucking know. And then Mally had her bullshit with Jar. It may or may not have been mentioned in this call. You ask for a copy of the call. Mally says, no, it's private. Later down the line, she's like, I'm actually going to make this call public. The call is made public. This person gets a fucking copy of it and then is like, but I need to talk. I need to say my piece. And it's abuse that you're not letting me say my fucking piece. You have the copy of the file. To my understanding, none of this was even fucking brought up in the call. I listened to the Mally Malware call. Even if it was brought up, it was in passing and nobody fucking even noticed what the fuck was going on. This person doesn't even make fucking content anymore. Who cares? This is so stupid. This is so stupid. Who cares?
Yeah, you don't get the call.
Who cares? Is there any more?
Not forever. There's like 3 hours this call.
Real.
All right, my only suggestion would be for you to link the full call with Jar and lie on the description. Otherwise, Jar, if he ever calls back, might say that you were cutting him out of context or whatever.
It's not video link for talking about her experience with Mally because Mally was...
The reason I didn't link was because I didn't really see it was necessary. All it did was achieve in the immediate would be to give more content. I don't care. I don't care. This is dumb. This is so dumb. I don't care. I don't care. Like, you guys have to come with something. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, I have evidence that Yarshmello killed and cannibalized 25 people. And it's like, oh shit, really? Like, can I see the evidence? And then the evidence is that, like, one time Yarshmello said, I love eating meat. It's like 10 years ago, Yarshmello used to consume red meat. And that's the groundbreaking bombshell. Like, this is so stupid. This is so fucking gay.
Was a hunter. Anyways, reason I didn't link it was because I didn't.
I'm skipping this. I don't care.
What
There's more. I don't care. I don't care. Next. We're moving
kind of
on.
slap each other around a bit, and like Becca participated in that server.
Oh, now we're going
And
after Becca. Hell yeah.
That was okay, wasn't it, Mally? That was okay.
And before she's
gonna no issue with that.
And the reason that nobody has issues with Beckett is because Beckett doesn't like present his community as the wayward Discord server for the raped and the abused. And he also doesn't do accountability calls with like random fucking community members. He saves his engagement for other content creators that have smoke. And that's the way that it should be. That's the way that it's historically been. If people want to step into the ring, feel free to engage with them, but you can't drag people kicking and screaming into the ring if they don't want to engage with you. Like that is the problem here. And again, we have to remember the target demographic of the people that were basically forced at gunpoint into these fucking accountability calls. It was, bring me, you're tired, you're weary, you're raped. That was the community that we were looking at. There's a big difference here. There's a difference between people mutually engaging in online blood sports and then targeting random fucking people in the community and embarrassing them and humiliating them and forcing them to have a mental fucking breakdown in your Discord server over some stupid fucking beef from 10 years ago. Totally different, but okay.
In before she's gonna make a claim that she didn't know her internet boyfriend was in there.
Okay, so
Oh, they're internet dating.
Professor Tumor asked. I guess the main question is that if Mally thinks
Mally, all I'm going to say is you can do better, girly pop. That's all I'm going to say.
this now because this was a year ago. Yes.
Yes, she absolutely still does.
She still does. She's not in contact with Lio. She hasn't reached out to Lio. Actually, you know what? I can
What?
bring
Tell
up
me.
something that was talked about.
Ooh, tell me.
So
The hidden
if
lore, tell me.
if you're like a member of Cat Slayer, if you're a member of the channel, you know who fucking Zach is. Zach, not Kyle, if you will.
Oh, is that the gay guy? Cool.
Zach, disgusting.
The way
I hate
you said that was funny.
Zach.
I also hate gay people. Based.
Was oh god, what was it? He was pulled into a call. Not long after this happened. Because he was doing a video, defending Lio, and he was lambasted by Mally and by Streamline.
Oh, don't even get me
For
fucking
not
started.
for keeping Lio around him and for defending him.
Lio trans by gender. I want to say too as well. It doesn't. I personally don't care whether Mally still stands by these comments or not, because in my opinion, if Mally didn't stand by these comments, Mally would have had a conversation with Lio that said, I don't stand by these comments. That call was
Who
important.
cares? You're not entitled to these calls. Like, everybody has this delusional understanding of closure. We just get in a call and we squash our beef and we let bygones be bygones. It's like somebody says, I don't want to fuck with you anymore. I'm telling you publicly why I don't want to fuck with you anymore. And then it's like, but you never reached out. Yeah. No shit. We're not fucking tight anymore. Of course we're not reaching out anymore. These people are insufferable.
Right. Because that's what Lio has done to other people he's felt that he's wronged. And I'm going to use Rin as an example. Or apologize to Rosa the many times that he has. People,
yeah, and he apologized by saying sorry for verbally abusing somebody with a TBI and the functionality of that of a child. I'm sorry for verbally abusing this person in several dozen calls, hours long, mind you, because if I didn't do that, then my pet kitten, Peaches, my Discord e-whore would threaten to kill herself if I didn't let her go sicko mode on the mentally disabled adult. Yeah, very cool, very cool. That's a great apology. I have nothing but like love in my heart for this charity of forgiveness. It's truly beautiful. It's truly fucking beautiful. He's a saint. Saint Lio the Fat. Beautiful. The patron saint of the fat raped. Cool.
Who is this Calvin Garrar? Who is he?
I don't know if the second one's gonna go. Why is the second one not going? Help. Not allowed, I guess. Anyway, thank you, Shark Jumping, for the double witness, guys. Thank you, thank you.
Who is this Calvin Garrar?
Oh, now it
Who
goes.
is he?
Cool, very nice.
He felt he was genuinely wrong. So, yeah.
Maybe
if Mally really wanted to get better, she would put in the effort. But she's not going to. Because she's like, okay.
I just want to say maybe we should get into it as we go, because otherwise we'll repeat ourselves constantly.
Yeah,
Because you're hurting vulnerable people. You claim to want to help people, help victims, and they're causing harm. So if you cared about them, you would stop.
True.
Why keep doing it?
On the rest of you, you can say something if you want
Oh, this is my favorite part of the call where he just like cucks out of everything. Like she asked him a direct question, like direct line of criticism, and then he's like, did you want to say something? My whore. Would you like to speak on father's behalf? He's such a fucking colossal pussy. I don't think I can watch any more of this. I think I'm gonna crash out. And I already crashed out enough with Lewis earlier today, you guys. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I don't think that I can do it, guys. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't think that I have it in me. Ugh.
Yeah, you good?
Fonda, you okay?
I think they're still organizing the thing, which is fine because I'm not asking for this. I'm asking you this.
That's fine.
True.
I saw them on mute, so I certainly have something to say. My answer, Mally, is because the
Server, fuck off.
I'm sorry,
I
but
fucking
if something,
dared.
if something
Jesus
happens publicly, it needs to be addressed publicly, point blank.
Or even if it happens like privately, I'm fully of the opinion that people who are willing to hurt other people should be brought to the public if they are totally fine with it.
Especially if they are a public figure.
Exactly. Like Mally. Hold on, actually, I have a funny point to make. Mally.
Well,
no, hold on. Trust me. This is going.
You guys, let her cook. If this isn't good, I'm gonna freak out.
Where? Why did Lio get a call where he got lambasted over calling people out for hurting other people, but why didn't Sarah get a call where she was lambasted over calling out Nev?
If that was true, why did why did Lio get his call thing when this other person did not get her call thing? What about that? That's what she was cooking. That's what she was cooking, guys. She was cooking her own fucking brain. Great point.
Or is that different? Or is that different?
Very different.
Because I know you two were buddy for a little while.
What about
But why
as
is
a
it now when Lio's getting heat?
Oh, that's right, they were.
Yeah, they were friends for a little while. So why is it when Lio's getting heat? Why is it a bad thing when Lio does it? When he calls out people who hurt other people, it's fine. But when Sarah calls out Neff for hurting other people, it's
If you can't get your point out without fucking choking on your words and stuttering, stop talking. Disconnect from the call.
suddenly a bad thing. It's suddenly not a bad thing. Suddenly it's null and void, and you have no problem.
All right, cool. Let's go on.
The problem
All right, cool. Let's keep going. Yeah, fuck that bitch. True. Tell her. Her point was stupid.
person were problems they had done in public.
So yeah, it's a big thing.
All
So
of
it's not actually about helping a victim in that case, it's about airing out your grievance.
No, it can be both, because in one case, it's a grievance, in the other case, it's a victim.
And in both cases, you made the situation worse. So again, what's the end goal here?
I made it worse. How?
Really? Oh, you want
Yeah,
me to
really.
dissect? You want me to dissect how this was not a productive?
I want you to dissect. I want you to post it on AO3. I want you to put tag.
Oh my god, she used a word that was above third grade reading level, and they're like, oh, what? 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 What?
I want an abstract. I want an MLA format, bitch.
I
With
want
your
you
name.
I want you to label all of the organs and organelles of it, like label everything.
Whoever that is that's talking, cut this bitch's mic. If we can stutter our way through the sentence, just don't talk. Today, Junior.
What, the whole damn
And
thing?
especially when your comments are mid. Okay, especially when the comment that you finally are able to utter are mid, just shut the fuck up.
Actually, and I want it on my desk by Tuesday morning. Thanks for asking.
You spend enough time and you just upset people? Because I don't particularly feel like that. Oh, no, you're fine, B. Is it you
So
want
I'm
to
supposed to take-
or is it you want to start your own thing? Okay, sorry, I just wanted to check. Go on.
So, do you want me to take everything you're saying as factual and that should be my value? Is that what you're asking me to grant you on this?
I'm telling you my value. You can do whatever you want with it. This is what I think. I think what you're doing is damaging and there's no reason for it. And I think you should stop. And I think that you should...
And I think you're fucking gay. We're going on tangent.
I also think it's kind of insane that she's like, oh, this is based on my morals and views and whatever. Okay, fine. Then don't consume. Don't look at it. You don't have to be.
You guys, the Nazis are slaughtering millions of people. Just don't look at it. You guys, there are children being drone struck into 2,000 micro puffs of pink mist. Just don't look at it. People are being raped right now. Just don't look at it. Just don't worry about it. Just don't think about it. Just don't worry about it, you guys. There are people right now that need help. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Just look away. Look away from the wrong that exists in the world. Again, my criticisms ring true. I am once again always correct. All of these people are willfully ignorant and choose to not have a consistent moral principle or a value or a virtue by which they choose to live their lives, how they choose to evaluate wrongs and rights. Unfortunately, for people that have a conscience, a spine, and like actual thoughts instead of like buzzing and elevator noise in their head, they actually care a lot about other people doing bad things. Yeah, like I don't like these hoes cannot envision the apple, you guys. These whores cannot envision the apple. They do not have sentient thoughts. They do not have conscious thoughts. They have no internal monologue. All they hear is fucking TV static and the dial-up internet connection in their head at every point throughout the day. What a fucking stupid bitch. If you don't like bad things happening, just like don't pay attention to them. Just like close your eyes. Who cares? Just don't look at it. Okay, dumb fuck. The collective IQ of 21 in a call with 6 people, and that says a lot, doesn't it?
In Lyo's vicinity. Leave.
I just want to point out, by the way, that Mally originally wanted this to be a public gallery call. So
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah, it should have been a public gallery call. It impacts his server. There's a difference between Lyo and his server and how his server is run and what that accountability looks like for somebody who's running a community versus random brain damaged Discord user 21 that said something that upset you. Interesting. It's almost like these things are different. I have no idea.
It's really funny. Oh,
Yeah.
Also on top of that, yeah, I'm sure you are gay. Get back in this call. But I think this is something to point out that not a lot of people are aware of
Cook
for some
more.
ungodly reason, even though it's been
Cook more, my brain damage queen. Tell me.
public knowledge. Lyo didn't own the Senate for.
Lyo wouldn't have. He used. If you could have a dream, would it be anything? Profound. Talk more. I can't. Oh, that's why this call is so fucking long, because it takes this bitch 20 fucking minutes to formulate a thought. Oh my god.
A good little bit. It was originally owned by Sarah, but Sarah's not getting call-outs. It's only Lyo. Yep. It's only Lyo. It's only Lyo.
Because he's a man.
the Rosa call did not come out a few months before this call. I don't know what on earth you were talking about.
Yeah, no, that was 2023 type shit.
Yeah.
That was not 2024 type
This.
shit. That was 2023 type shit.
And it's been out since forever, and people were completely happy ignoring it until it became popular to shit on it because it was easy content.
Correct.
So like,
Oh,
you
and
know,
Melly knew about that too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Correct.
and everybody said nothing, and then it was like, oh, actually, the Rosa call sucked ass. And if I say that, 1,000 people are going to be like, yeah, you're so right, girl. And that's how it got. Everybody mentioned the Rosa call.
I also want to point out that it only became cool to start being upset with this sort of content because of pearl clutching behavior. Nobody had.
It's not pearl clutching behavior. I'm not watching the rest of this. You guys, there is a tangible difference in engagement. There is a tangible difference. And because all of these people are homeschooled, Tylenol-ridden, overgrown babies with terminal level of autisms that would get you locked and chained to a radiator 20 years ago for the rest of your fucking life, because all these people are too stupid to fucking realize it. Like, oh my god, you have to write it in Crayola crayon for them to understand. There is a difference in engagement between people who come to a certain area to engage in blood sports. That is different. When I get into a call with someone that I want to argue with, the expectation is we are mad at each other, we agree that we're mad at each other, and we want to yell at each other. That's the fucking point. That is the fucking point. If I literally saw that you guys were in, like, just pretend I open the Discord, 10 of you guys are in the Discord right now, and I start to listen in, and you guys are arguing about something, and it's Pumpkin and it's Lavish, and I grab Lavish and I pull him into a private room, and I'm like, Lavish, you stupid fucking bitch, you stupid fat or obese, ugly fucking deranged cunt who literally should have killed themselves 10 years ago and deserves to be raped 100,000 times. What is your problem? Is there not a difference between that and somebody saying, hey, Malcolm, fuck you, your take is stupid, can I get in VC and yell at you? These are different things. There is a different level here. There is a different level. And again, if the targets that you pick to do these gay accountability calls with are all people that have literal fucking brain damage, what does that say about you and your skill level? If you're punching that low below your weight class, it's because you're a fucking idiot and you can't keep up with the conversation. It is unbelievable to me that all of these fucking brain dead whores are just, well, everybody else bullies everybody. It's pearl clutching. Yes, if you want to call it pearl clutching, that I don't think that you should be beating up a blind kid for views on YouTube, then call me a pearl clutcher. I don't think that you should pick the fucking special ed kid on the bus to bully for content. I don't think that you should pick the Down syndrome kid to make fun of out of a classroom of 30. If that's pearl clutching, then god damn it, I'm going to own 27 pearl necklaces by the end of the month, because I don't think that you're picking your targets appropriately. That is the entire criticism. It's a whataboutism if you really think about it. It's just a whataboutism. It's like there is nothing more embarrassing than being somebody that has to pick on someone that can't defend themselves. Pick an adequate target. Pick someone that can fight back. It's like you're fighting the kid that has no arms and no legs. That's very impressive and very cool. That's the difference. You guys cannot pick your fucking targets to save your life. I think that you're fucking gay for picking on the disabled. I do. I think that you're spineless and a weasel and a rat and a pussy and a coward because you're picking on the disabled. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, I would not be shocked if you guys unironically saw a blind person, like, at Hot Topic at the mall, and you took their walking stick and whacked them with it, and you were like, ha 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 ha, that was so funny. Like, you guys are evil. That is evil. That is, like, the definition of evil. You guys are picking on people that can't defend themselves. Like, what? It's a whataboutism. It's a whataboutism. It's terrible. It's a whataboutism.
Malcolm has all the IQ of a baked potato, so no, I don't think so.
This exact actuallimada mai at yurt. De agot.
Me too, bitch. You and me both. Everybody witness. Arby, we can argue about whatever you want. I did see the dream that you had. I sent it to you. It was my psychic attacks. I'm glad that my psychic attacks are working. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. It's so boring. It's so boring to me, you guys. It's so boring to me. I don't know. It's stupid, it's cringe, and it's gay. It's stupid, it's cringe, and it's gay, and all these people are fucking pussies. They never want to pick on someone their own size. They want to hide in their little communities like the little fucking rats and worms that they are because they don't have a spine. They're invertebrates. Okay? Here's a crazy idea. Pick on someone your own size. Pick on someone who can actually defend themselves instead of finding quite literally the brain damaged in your community to attack, because that's cowardly behavior. None of these people have ever been in a real conflict in their entire life. These bitches are shaking as they dial the phone number for Domino's to order a pizza. And they're like, can I... And then they get scared and hang up and they awesome and pretty cool. But guess what, guys? It's lunchtime for me. I gotta go and have lunch. But I'm sending you to our Twinkin Arms Queeman. Okay, so everybody go and hang out with Queeman. Okay, love you guys lots. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate everybody's time. Appreciate everybody's generous financial support as per usual. I will be back probably on Monday. Let's shoot for Monday. Okay. I hope that everybody has an incredible, show-stopping, incredible, and talented weekend. Okay, I love you guys lots. Thanks for spending time with me. Hug, hug, kiss, kiss. XOXO Gossip Girl. I will see you on Monday. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.